Wow, you look nice today. God, he would fucking stick it to me if he could.
Tats out, titties out. Otherwise, I'm fucking in a burqa hiding.
Muting is my compromise because it's like I need to not see them so I can heal, but I'm also still nosy.
Welcome to Down Bad, the podcast for the loverboys, crashout, cuties, Heaux on the path of healing. We celebrate the good, the ugly, and the down bad of life. I'm Quincy Yeoman.
And I am no longer going to refer myself as King Ho. Chris Mejia.
Yes, Chris is calling himself King Ho.
I am King Ho now.
Yes, and our guest, the new King Ho.
The new King Ho.
The new King Ho Ho Ho.
Clip it. Okay.
First clip.
We got it. It's all clips, baby. Hi, I'm Jessica Michelle Singleton.
No, that's our job.
Oh.
Our guest today, a very hilarious comedian, tours all across the country.
The world.
In the world,
true.
excuse me.
Been around the world.
And is just finished or is about to film their special, correct?
It's out.
Oh, it's out.
He hasn't seen it.
Didn't know. So
I am down bad.
Just released their special.
This person, wait, do you do comedy or it's like this
I'm
person?
more of a speaker, according to a lot of people in my comments, who go, "When is the funny?
When is the funny?" God, I love commenters. I've been
The minternet."
yes, but this is Jessica Michelle Singleton. You've now heard her name 2 times from herself and Chris.
We've made it. I did it.
Oops.
It's fine. It's okay. The special, I mean.
I feel like the commenter thing, this is something I've been thinking about recently. We're not going to go too deep in this subject, but like the resentment of both something going viral and the resentment of it not getting anything at all. Like both is terrible.
You're like, I don't want people to shit on me, but like, I do appreciate that it boosts it.
It's like
yeah.
I like when something goes big, but then you're like, oh, all these comments are fucking infuriating.
They're terrible. Everything I've ever had go really big. It's partly because that though. That's what I like. I'm always like, just let it happen. It's pushing it into the algorithm.
Truly.
What I always try to do is like look at the likes over the comments.
Well, what makes it
There's
even
more likes than comments.
Okay.
Usually.
Okay.
Because it's like it's never like someone who you like when you look at their profile, you're like, I respect you as a person.
Never.
It's always like a guy with his truck as his profile pic with like 40 followers
It's always a truck.
being like not funny. It's like,
And you're like, why do I keep seeing this? Because you keep commenting on it, you dipshit.
Exactly.
And they're like, oh, you answered. You can't take it. You're like, why did I? Okay.
We're fighting with bots from Russia.
Literally.
I genuinely
How long till bots are fighting with themselves? I mean,
I genuinely don't understand watching something on Instagram and disliking it so much that you have to express that in the comments.
you have to say, it's just like, all you have to do is go scroll. Just get it's like this. Boop. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And if
people
sorry,
No,
I'm
go
just getting
ahead.
excited. But if I'll also like mute or unfollow or see less of this.
Yeah. Like if it's something I don't
Yeah.
want in my feed, I'm like, okay, get it out of here.
Yeah.
People are cutting emotionally.
Well, we have an
Yeah.
epidemic of people who think their opinions on things are like they
Matter?
are, yeah. Where they think like it's like the same thing of like because like I play a lot of video games and it happens a lot in gaming where people are like, this game's mid, and it's just like no one cares about what Ralph in Wisconsin thinks.
Yeah. I've actually been doing a bit about the epidemic of people thinking their opinion matters.
Oh, really?
I haven't used not that phrase, but it's just this like idea where people are like, it's just sort of like people think, for instance, like we're more divided as a country, and I don't think we are. I think you just didn't used to hear people. People go, now is my time that I get to use my voice. It's like you could not. Maybe your voice isn't needed.
The loudest on the internet is often the minority of a group of people.
Oh, it's
Right.
it's never. I'm like, it's hard to remember that sometimes. You're like, oh, this is one person with like an extreme thing that they're obsessed with usually if they're
Right.
going on and on about it. It's like that doesn't represent almost anybody. I think most people fall somewhere more in the middle of any topic where there's nuance.
Well, I don't know. I feel like critical thinking is on the decline.
Oh, it is.
I did see a girl on TikTok recently. She had a video and this man left a racist comment and she went 3 hours, found him. She said, this is how easy it is to find you. Made him read an apology that she wrote.
She like found him in person.
And she found him in person. Cause it's like also people like your shit's out there.
Oh yeah. When people comment and it's like, especially the people who aren't even hidden. I saw a guy recently just kind of bragging about, like on Threads, bragging about being an asshole to the family of a patient. He's a nurse. And people immediately were like, here's where he works. Have fun with that.
I low key love when someone gets doxxed.
I mean,
That was the most villain thing you've ever said. Chris is always the nice one. So
well, it's because it's like if no one's gonna be dangerous, but we could ruin his life.
That's true.
Yeah, I obviously mean doxing of people who deserve to get doxxed, like
Yes.
obviously. But it is. I love when I see like an outrage video, and then in the comments they're like, "Here's where they work. Here's where they live. Here's their sun sign. Here's what they got when they were 21 years old for their birthday." Like
They don't see their kids anymore.
Yeah.
And then the best is this is fucked up to find this funny, but the best is when they have a common enough name that they think they found the person, but it's actually someone who has the exact same name.
And they're just being
And
terrorized.
they have to make a post.
And they go, hello, everyone. I'm not that Chris Jones.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a different one. I'm a family man.
I would never say that. That guy's crazy.
I think trans people are great. I'm not like that person.
Please stop mailing me poop. I beg of you.
Yeah, true.
It is kind of funny though, because it's like an immediate like,
Yeah.
oh, you thought that this was just the internet where you could say things and have no consequences. And now you at least have to think like, is someone going to come get me?
Yeah. Someone gonna show up at my door?
Am I going to get fired?
Yeah, truly.
I respect that this person drove. They drive 3 hours, or did it take them 3 hours to find them?
They drove.
That is also a little crazy.
I'm also don't. If you live that close to the person, that's on you. Like,
That's right.
You know what I mean? I
3
think
hours
she
isn't that
drove.
hard.
I think she drove. I honestly. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see the whole video. I've been listening to the reactions more so.
And that's the internet.
I love how we
I
just
saw a
said.
headline. I ran away with it.
I love how we just said there's a decline in critical thinking.
That wasn't a decline in my critical thinking. That was just me not finding the whole story.
I chose to not get critical about some of the thoughts.
She did it. I know it's happened and it's true.
I saw a racist comment, tracked him down. That's enough.
Yeah, exactly.
That's enough.
And I saw the video where she's going to track him down. But I was at the end of a scroll. You know when you're like at the end where like diminishing returns. You first get on and you're like, wow, I agree with everything. And then like an hour later, you're like, I hate myself and my friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're like, I lost a whole day.
Yeah, exactly.
To this woman's journey.
Yes.
But I like the idea of it blowing up so much that now that man gets recognized and people go, hey, racist guy. Great
Wait, in the
apology.
video, does she show the man?
I haven't watched the follow-up video. So I have one TikTok list that says to watch, like a queue.
You have a list. I love that you.
I have a list. It's to watch. My lists
You
are
have a
crazy.
wish list
I
for
need a
TikTok?
TikTok
Well,
better.
because sometimes I'm like, I'm at the end of the scroll, or it's like,
Yeah.
I love you're invested like a TV series.
exactly. So I'm like, let me come
Yeah.
back to
You
this.
follow
That's
up.
fair.
So I'll come back to
I
watch
do
it
this,
later.
I'll bookmark and be like, especially if it's like I can't listen to something with sound. Like if I'm in a place where I can't play sound,
so you're like,
I'll bookmark it later. So then I do that. And also if it's like a horny video, I'll be like, I'm gonna watch that in private.
I'll come back and do some critical thinking on this a little bit later.
All critical crank, baby.
Critical cranking.
Get a cook.
I'm like not on TikTok. I mean, I have an account, but I'll like not even like sometimes you send me videos and like
send a
5
video.
days later I'm like,
That's everybody I send videos to.
it's the one that I just somehow never, regrettably in terms of how it probably could have helped my career if I jumped on from the beginning, but like I haven't gotten sucked into. The algorithm doesn't even know who I am.
That's probably good. I honestly was off it for a while because after the whole like, hey, Papa Trump got TikTok back, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, the way that people were like, that's that
That's
was
crazy.
really
And
when I was like, this is a problem. When
This
people
is
were
a
like,
problem.
thank God. And people were writing those like long, like goodbyes. They're going, I just don't know
Yeah.
who I am without my
That
TikTok.
I admit, I gotta put myself on blast. I almost made a, you know what, TikTok has been great video, and in my ADHD, I never got around to it, and I'm thank God I never did, because the level which people were full on crying in their videos just to have it back like 3 days later.
So was it even 3 days? Was it 3
It was
days?
like, I want to say it was like a week.
Junkies.
It was the same week.
I don't even know if it was even.
It was quick.
It was like 48 hours.
Yeah, it was
It's
super quick.
And so that did get me off TikTok for a bit. But then I'll go on now. Now that I've kind of curated, I will. Not to flex, but I do listen to a lot of academics on TikTok.
See, that's what
People
it
who
should
are
be
like,
for.
here's these like research. I like cultural
I just want to
talk.
say, I see the TikToks you send me, and I disagree.
That's all academic. A lot of it's horny.
I get a lot of people pretending they're academics with no real experience.
Yes, there's times where I'm like looking, and then I usually, if someone's explaining something with enough, I don't know, confidence, but
Yeah.
there's no citing of something, I'll go. There's a girl I was following, and I was like, oh, I like what she says. Then I was like, oh, she's just like somebody talking. So I unfollowed because I was like, I like what you say, but then it got into spaces where I was just like, this is straight up your opinion.
Yeah.
But I do like a lot of the cultural, like, here's what we're seeing. There's a few people I follow that truly have like backed
you.
research.
You're-
And then all the rest of it's just like come, yearn, blah, blah, blah. LOL.
Butt cheeks.
Animals
Flapping
doing
in the
cute
wind
things, yeah.
for some reason.
Fucking little horses going crazy running around.
little horse.
Yes.
Yeah, anything on the internet is just, it's animals and then like just dark mental health stuff for me. And I go, why am I reading this?
Yeah.
And why does the internet think I have autism so much?
I feel like it got to me where I was like, I feel like I've been gaslit into thinking I had autism. Last week I was like, do I have autism? Because I literally saw something that was like the autism woman pipeline from being a people pleaser to not giving a fuck. And I was like, do I have autism?
Yeah, no.
And I was like, wait, this is just aging. Not, like she could have just said the pipeline.
I am so, and I, as a neurodivergent person,
Same.
but like, I am so tired of seeing people going like, the thing about neurodivergence, and then they say things that it's hard for me to refute that it's neurodivergent since I guess I have ADHD, but there's a lot of things I go, I think that's just people.
I think that's just
Yeah.
people. The
I think people
pathologizing.
do that. Yeah, it's like everything doesn't need a diagnosis. Just go like, yeah, sometimes I get overwhelmed in crowds because
Yeah.
it's crowded.
I love when
in
they
the world, we had a pandemic, and now crowds mean something different.
Yeah.
I love when they describe behavior that is clearly like bad and toxic, but they try to cloud it in like some sort of neurodivergent. I saw one where it's just like, you know, I'm not a bad person. I'm neurodivergent. Like if you don't respond to your friends and it takes you a long time to get back to them, and you just feel like you don't have any energy for them, but you also need energy from them, and you get offended, then you're neurodivergent. I'm like, I think you're just a bad person.
Yeah, it's also like it can just be. Oh God, what did I see recently? Was someone? Oh well, fuck, it's gone. ADHD. They were fuck. I want to tell you, and I can't.
It'll come to you like right in the middle.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, when
We'll
people
add it in
like
post.
write off their sort of, I don't want to call it like character defects. Like it's one thing to go, oh, this is because of that, and that can be true. But people who are just unapologetically bitchy, and they
They're
go,
not taking accountability.
they go, it's the same as like, I'm a Gemini. What are you gonna do?
It is absolutely.
Yeah, you're like, well, I don't know. Try to be better like the rest of us. I go crazy when people start the conversation about masking. You know about masking?
Yes, I know
when
about
people,
masking.
When they're like, oh, it's having to like put on this performance of who you are, and it's draining. Like you go out in public and you have to present this different version of yourself. And it's like that's not a neurodivergent thing. That's being in society.
Yeah.
Yes, and also I wish people would recognize that people mask because it protects them.
Yes.
There is a protective, and also it's like the same with code switching. You're going to be a different person around different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, I feel that. I think there's some masking. I've definitely had a reckoning with the way I've masked in general from that, but it's like,
Yeah,
not
it is like a
everything-
generalization of me saying
Right.
that, because there of course is
Exactly.
stuff that it's like goes like to the, nth degree where it is like, yeah, no, that's when it is like personally
Yes.
problematic
Right.
and something you need to like
Exactly.
can let go of. But it's like, oh, you at work, you're not calling people bitches.
Yeah, you know, like
You're making me mask.
exactly.
I'm exhausted from masking in my corporate job all day. I didn't get to spit on anybody. You're like, what?
Yeah, it's wild. It's so wild to be hearing that as everybody is performing online.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's like, this is so
curated their existence of like, here's who I need everyone to think I am.
Right.
Oh man, the amount of people.
It's bad out there.
It's the fucking Wizard of Oz.
To go back to self-diagnosing, I remember in my early 20s, there was like a split second where I was like, maybe I'm autistic because a fellow comic who doesn't do comedy anymore, Jerry Todd, was describing being on the spectrum and was like, yeah, so, being on the spectrum, it makes it harder for you to like relate to people and stuff. So it makes it harder to like make friends or like talk to girls and all that. And when I heard
Jerry Todd a hoe?
But yeah, sorry, he was high performing.
He was performing.
Or high functional. He was high functional.
Okay, sorry.
And I heard that in my brain because I was like, I'm getting no pussy. Oh, it's because I'm autistic.
People are crazy.
Well, it's also like, maybe.
I mean, I've fucked plenty of people with autism.
Yeah,
so, I mean, they're getting pussy.
Stopping a lot of us.
Yeah, it's not stopping a lot of us. What do you mean?
I love how both of you are like, no, you were a loser.
Yeah, you're definitely not autistic.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, no, that's not it.
My sister used to bully me when I was in high school by telling me I was autistic.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we have a contentious relationship, nevertheless, but I do.
My whole family.
Yeah. And I was like, I remember once my sister was just like, you have Asperger's. And my mom was like, don't tell her she has Asperger's.
And you're like, don't tell me. Wait.
I was like, what? I'm like, what's happening?
Is that the family secret?
They're like, you have Asperger's and you're adopted. That was one
And
Christmas.
you're like, I have Asperger's.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, but we wanted to bring up a thread. We like to
we
discuss.
like to bring up.
Speaking of the
find
internet.
stuff
Speaking of the
on the internet
yes.
that will represent being down bad, that we like to talk about, have a little fun with, and today's thread comes from Quincy's algorithm. So if you have
We've
an
all
issue
heard so
with
much
it,
about.
please send all
wasn't-
hate mail to Quincy.
This wasn't from the
Please-
academic side.
From @beat
The clarification.
_by_Davi posted from raw to no contact is crazy.
I mean, that's so funny.
That's the American love story.
That's a tale as old as time,
Tale as
honestly.
old as time.
That's who among us?
Someone replied to it and said, from glugging them balls to no new calls, a love story.
Are you someone who blocks their ex? Are you like hard block, no contact on exes or what?
I think if it was
I guess raw doesn't mean.
contentious,
Okay.
then yeah, even if
Okay.
it's like, I'm trying to think. There's a couple exes where like I pulled the plug. I don't want to say that, but it was like nothing was wrong. It was just like it's not a fit, and
Yeah.
those I kind
Yeah.
of let go. But even if it probably would have ended, even if like it's obviously in other ways it wasn't a fit, but like. Yeah, if there's anything where it's like, oh, this was shitty at the end, I do. And not even like, I don't want to fuck. It's like it's not like a punishment to the person. It's just like, I don't want to think about you. And I think comes back to, I was going to say ADHD, but I think it's also just, it's being a human. It's like, it's easier for me to move on without you popping up. And then I start ruminating on something that doesn't matter.
Right.
Like I'm going to do that anyway without seeing there will be someone says something and it reminds me of a time and I go, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I don't need help
Yeah.
thinking about all the ways I fucking regret spending time with you.
Okay. Yeah, that's real.
I think it's healthy. I think it's good to, maybe not what I just said about like the regret, but I don't know. Sometimes I think the hard cut is the best way. It doesn't have to even be forever, but it's like
You need a second. Yeah.
I told my like last ex, which he's still blocked. He could die and I wouldn't know, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But I went, hey, I'm gonna block you, and I don't want you to think. Because those are a little like I don't want you to think that like I cared that much, but it was just like I just don't want to fucking see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, and I don't want to like reach out.
I mute. I've never blocked an ex.
Wow.
I've only blocked one person, and it was someone who did like light stalking.
One person.
Yeah.
I looked at my block list the other day because I saw some fucking thread that you could see people who were stalking your page under people you maybe should block. Didn't have any. Little hurtful.
They have a people.
So on Instagram, and I don't know if this is every account because I didn't see anyone, but if you go to your list of blocked people and scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a thing that said other people that you maybe want to think about blocking, but it doesn't say, it says something like that. I clicked on it. Nobody. Again, so hurtful. I thought like, now here's where we find the burner accounts. Nobody, not a peep.
That's like the social media version of being like, I'm going to pay to see who liked me on Tinder. And then, and then you look, you're like,
not a
oh,
one.
man.
You're like my block list, when I tell you, I was like, I'm getting carpal tunnel from scrolling. Well, I used to do a thing and now I have different rules about it. But like if anyone said something shitty, you know, just random commenters, block. But now my rule is you guys can shit on me all you want. You don't get blocked until you start a conversation among each other in the if you start a conversation in the
blowing
comments,
up your notifications,
then that's enough. You're out of here.
Okay, that's fair.
Or if you're like an actual like stalker, like, but like it rarely is it like if someone's just like she's ugly, I'm like, all right, fucking put it in the algorithm, let it ride. Okay, but there's the amount of blocked people that I'm like, I don't know who these people are.
I think I have blocked and unblocked. Because sometimes you got to reset the relationship.
Oh yeah, where you go as if they're not going to know when you suddenly.
No, I got blocked and then I've come back and added them back.
You follow them?
Yeah.
You go like, I'm back, bitch.
That's.
Do you say anything or you just go?
Nope.
So what? It's the internet. You can't hide from me.
Well, I've done this with a few people.
Quincy would do it and then not say anything. But I'm so quirky.
Yeah, I do blog, and then it's like whatever, and then
you go
it's
like I've made my peace with you,
and then I come back, and like the last time I blocked and then unblocked someone, I literally was like, hey. I was just like, I just needed like space. I was literally like, I missed you, and then we went and had lunch and spent the day together.
I have unblocked.
I've unblocked.
I was just in a weird headspace. Yeah, sorry if that's weird.
See, you have to sometimes.
But it was not. It was like the person who dated my ex after me. And I was like, I don't know. I knew I was gonna see his stuff, and I just didn't. Anyway, my bad. Yeah. But
I had someone recently. I saw this guy that I used to fuck with back in the day. I saw him at a comedy show. I went. I knew he was running it, so that was me.
It was his show.
He was black. It was his show. It was his show going on. My friend was on it, so I was like,
"I'll come support."
And she was like, "Oh, this is so and so show," and I said, "Oh my god, are you serious?" And I was like, "I'll go with you," because I wasn't gonna go to a show. I was like, "I want to go with you."
I'm trying to network.
No, it was like one of those days I woke up and chose violence. To be honest, I was like, "Okay, I'm feeling like kind of."
I need to terrorize someone.
I needed to terrorize someone.
See, this is what I hate about being the rule follower that I am.
That's an autism thing.
I don't wake up and choose violence ever.
Wow.
Never?
Not really. I can't think of a time that I have.
I'm a pretty good rule follower, but there's times less as I get older because I'm just tired. But like, I'll show up somewhere knowing that like someone's not gonna be happy to see me.
I just wanted to see.
Yeah,
I'm not a rule follower, but at all.
You're a rebel. I think I'm somewhere in the. I definitely lean that way, but you know what it is more like. I won't stop myself from somewhere that's like I could not go, and we would all be. But it's like, well, you're gonna go. I'm gonna fucking go. I'm not gonna not live my life. And then I'm there going. Yeah. I think I'm being subtle, and I'm just a corner of the room.
I just love wild card moments, IRL. I will do anything for a fucking story.
Is that like adrenaline?
It's this is where it might be bipolar.
You're like, it's mania.
A little bit of that. No, but it is adrenaline, and also, I mean, it's like. This is a sidebar, but like my friends and I all had this like there was a party happening and this like scuffle between people during like karaoke went down.
Karaoke scuffle is so funny.
During the
I'm singing "Living on a Prayer."
Love Shack. You know who you are. Love Shack. Y'all remember the Love Shack incident? Anyways,
15 miles.
And it was like two wild cards who like tangential friends coming to the party, but it's like that party.
Love Shack people.
Yeah, and it was like that wild card moment, like we got to talk about that party for like weeks.
Yeah, remember
Because it
when
was
the house almost burned down because of those two people fighting over a love shack?
Literally, it was like such a, because you don't get much like IRL tension anymore.
Yeah.
Or
It's like fighting online and then people like don't acknowledge it in public.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy when people be like a total bitch and then they see you like, how are you? And you're like, I mean, I saw
People
you,
who
I saw you replied to me and you were a huge bitch. What do you mean, how am I?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like people who hate you with all their guts, and then they'll still be like, "Good set."
Yeah. I just think that's just a testament to your skill where they go, I got to give it up.
Yeah.
I got to just give credit. That's not what it is. But I tell myself, I'm like, I'm just too good.
It's lonely at the top.
It's only at the top as I slink out of an open mic.
Yeah, truly. Right? Oh my God. So fucking real. That's so funny. But so I went to this comedy show because my friend was on it. I was like, okay, I'm going to
You're
go.
wild.
Because I was like, this will be so funny.
Go get a story.
Exactly. I walk in, he's on stage. It's low attended.
So he
low
sees
attendance.
you walk in.
Yes. And then he's like,
Eye
oh
contact.
shit. It like stops. First he dead names me because he didn't know I changed my name because he's been blocked for like
Because he's been
years.
that level of block.
He's been
like,
that level of
he
block.
doesn't even know.
He didn't know. Like he's been blocked for probably like 4 or 5 years. He's been blocked. Okay. And I walk in, he's
I don't
like,
think I've heard this story.
oh.
He got more excited. You're like, it was worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worth every
And
moment.
then he's like, oh, how you doing? Over the mic. He's doing a set.
In the middle of his set?
Oh, how you doing? And I did look good. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I was like,
Of
oh, I'm gonna
course.
show up.
You're like, go to the show and you're like, oh, I have
Exactly.
a new outfit I've been wanting to wear.
Truly, I had my tats out, so I knew I was like,
Oh, it was-
on.
it's
It was on.
on.
Top. Yeah, because tats out, titties out. Otherwise, I'm fucking in a burqa hiding completely. It's one or the other. Yeah, exactly, tits out or I'm covered.
Yeah.
So then he's like, oh, do you want to?
Inside me is 2 wolves, and one of them has bazongas.
Literally, I saw
That's just
so true. I saw this meme and it's like what I'm wearing on top and it's all these baggy clothes and it's like underneath is like Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret, yeah.
I was
That's
like,
where you get the confidence. So you're like, if you only knew what kind of a machine this is.
Exactly. And then he asks me if I want to do time
On the mic?
on the mic.
During
you're
his
here.
set?
He's like,
hey, do you want to go up?
Yeah. But me and my friend have been literally like dabs on dabs. I was so fucking high at this point. And I was like, no.
Your eyes are like,
Yeah.
what?
And I was like, no, whatever. And then afterward, he's like, you still have me blocked. He's like, I just checked. You still have me blocked. And then he had the audacity to ask if we could sleep
You
together.
did tell me the story. I just remembered who it
He's
is.
like, oh, what?
He's like, unblock me. You know, we always had something. Da 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 da. And I go, I unblocked you IRL. And then I obviously haven't unblocked him, but it was satisfying. It was very
Like,
satisfying.
this is me unblocking you.
Yeah,
But
and we
also
got
no.
into it with me too. It's like we fought. And then he wanted to fight with me about how things ended between us. And then he tried to fight with me about how things ended between us, and then was like, "We should fuck."
He needs therapy.
And then he's like, "Unblock me IRL," or "Unblock me," and I said, "I unblocked you IRL."
You're
So
like,
I was
he-
like, "Consider yourself unblocked."
that man has looked every day to see if you've unblocked him.
Yeah, and,
Searching the wrong handle.
Yeah, and he's a dad now too. And that's the other thing he said.
Oh my God.
I was like, "Oh, you're a dad now." He's like, "You don't give a fuck about that." And I was like, "You." I was like, "The audacity. You still have the
Like, it
audacity."
seems like you don't either. Why
No,
are
he
you
doesn't.
doing a show for 3 people? Go
I
home.
mean, he got on the mic when
Go to your family.
after he tried to talk to me on mic. Literally, all the jokes were like about his girlfriend or baby mama being weird. About like it was just so he's a terrible person. Okay.
Yeah,
A
I
male
just-
comic I've never heard. Sorry.
Yes.
No. I was just gonna say I just remembered this story and who it
Yeah.
is, and can confirm this is a shithead.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to hear when we
Yeah.
get off the air.
Yeah.
I did recently realize an ex of mine who's had me blocked for a long time unblocked me, but only because somebody collabed with them on something. And I went, oh, I guess I can see them now. All right.
Surprise.
It felt good to go, whatever, and scroll.
Yes.
I was like, and then I was like, oh my God, look at me growing. This is someone I dated like 15 years ago, haven't thought about, but I'm like, wow, I am Buddha.
It's so zen.
The meditating is working.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
My God.
I've never, I've only blocked that one person. I've always been a mute. Like
You're
I'll
mute.
mute. Like
You're a
after
coward.
I'm a coward. I don't even unfollow.
Really? It takes a lot for me to unfollow.
I've gotten into arguments with different relationships about not unfollowing exes.
Oh. Have you not unfollowed like the
evil redhead?
Yeah.
No, I still follow her.
I unfollowed her
have
after
mute her.
I unfollowed her after one of the episodes we were talking about her.
That's good.
I was like, oh, I should unfollow her.
Dude, I love that you just fucking, nope, I don't want to see, I don't even want to risk that you might come into my sphere.
Yeah.
I wish I was like that. I go, you're probably going to come in my sphere and you're all crazy. You're all going to notice you probably will notice that I muted you eventually. Like, but I'll just mute because there's some things I just can't fucking see anymore.
Yeah,
Someone has to be a real, to me, like piece of shit for me to
Right.
go unfollow.
I like to remove people from a follower of me.
You've lost the privilege of seeing my content.
Yeah.
Muting is my compromise because it's like I need to not see them so I can heal, but I'm also still nosy.
Right.
So I want to be able to check in without having to see that every day.
Yeah.
And if you unfollow, they might go, well, you're fucking cut off, block.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
true.
just mute and they just don't know.
Yes, and usually because it's statistically a woman is more likely to be private on Instagram than a man. So I lose that. I
none of
can't.
Oh, if you unfollow, you can't even like
Exactly.
quietly stalk.
So I
That's
permanently lose that
access
There's
to the
one
person
ex
that's
who
terrorizing you mentally.
I unfollowed, so I've lost all that access, and I've had moments where I'm like, I wonder if they're still crazy, and I can't look that up because they're private. They have a kid now.
Yeah, well,
Is it?
that's crazy.
The long distance one.
Yeah, that's exactly. I knew exactly what bitch it
Long
was.
distance?
Yeah.
She was in
Man, that's
Florida.
just
I was in Seattle.
What
Yeah.
the fuck were you doing? How long did this go on?
Body tea. I will say that. That girl. I was like, damn.
Yeah, she
I'll
gave me
follow you
HPV.
Yo, well, if you're hot, you're gonna have it.
All
Let's just
adventurous
cut
girls
to the
do.
chase. Hot girls have HPV. That's it, and as they should. Good for them. And they beat it. It's not gonna get them. They're gonna fight it with kale smoothies or whatever. But right, if you run enough. Your body will force it out.
This is Jessica trying to figure out how to get rid of her HPV.
They say sometimes it just goes away on its own. And the doctor said sometimes it'll just go away. It's like any other virus. Sometimes you just beat it.
Yeah, you'll just beat it. You'll beat HPV.
Right? Hot girls?
Well, men are mostly the carriers of HPV.
Oh, yeah. They just
Yeah.
have
And they
guns.
just
They
don't
have
know.
loaded
They
guns.
just
They
don't know.
have
Yeah.
no
And
idea.
there's no way to test for it as a dude.
And no
Yeah.
consequences.
I always thought it'd
there's
be
no
Although they say
consequences.
maybe there is.
There is, yeah.
Like there's rare cases where there's consequences for men because I did a lot of Googling because she found out she had HPV.
And you were like,
while we
what
were
about
together.
me?
And I was like, I don't know if we're gonna like I had doubt.
We're like, well, I didn't give it to you. No one has sex with me. And you're like, wait, this is more painful than having HPV.
I want to argue against that, but at the same time, I went long distance for a reason.
And you're like, no, I'll wait. I can wait. I'll fight off these
Pussy was in
hoes.
proximity. I would have.
Yeah, no man's committing to a long distance relationship if there's women thrusting themselves at him. He's like, I just can't. I have to live. Yeah. That's what they say. He's like, if we meet up, but we have to live our lives. Oh, someone's willing to touch your penis?
Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
literally.
Just say that.
I just got to do my thing.
Yeah.
I just gotta do
I
my
want you to
thing.
be free.
Yeah, exactly.
There's jizz in
I don't
her
want to hold
hair.
you down. You know?
I don't want you
just
to
feel
stop
like I'm
living.
holding you back. I just.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
They're covering the mic of the phone and just going, no, just 5 seconds. He's
Yes.
we're breaking up.
Yeah. No, big, you chill. Do you need water?
Yeah. They're at a romantic dinner.
Just get in the Uber. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be
I'm on
there.
my way.
I will
my
say the
God.
last person I blocked and unblocked, I'll never block again. I will say that. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna block you again, but I did have to block because I was like,
It's a strong statement.
I felt because I was literally like,
Never block you again.
I don't think I ever said I'd never block him again, but it's obviously I'm not gonna block him again because now
man.
we joke about the fact that I blocked because it was like, haha, I blocked you.
You're like, yeah, haha, I'm an emotional creature.
But I also got commentary that he was surprised because then he felt like it was growth on my part to blocked. He's like, there's a version of you that would have never blocked me.
Yeah,
after
they
that.
would have wanted to just like
Yeah.
see everything and like
Yeah, exactly.
hurt or whatever. But you're like,
Yeah.
no, I'm cutting this off.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
So, I
coming
was like,
back
yeah.
from a block. Good for you.
Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes it's just like you have a temporary period where it's just like, I have to not see this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So-
just need, and the internet makes that so hard.
Right.
Where it's like there was a time before the internet where like you break up with someone and you very likely never run into them again unless you're in a very small town, or you do years later and you go, oh, how have you been? Because you've been able to forget about them.
Yes.
So, but like when they're constantly, you're like, oh, they're already out. Oh, he's going out with his friends. We've been broken up for one day and he's drinking.
Or like everybody's watching stories like looking for hints.
Yeah.
You're like,
Who's that?
They're out and the stories are really rapid where it's like 5 minutes apart and then they just stop out of nowhere. You're like, it's because they're fucking someone.
I knew it.
who's that hand in that photo? Who's that hand?
The way it is, Alexa, enhance. When you see a hand that is a third party
another
hand,
person?
that hand looks manly.
Now I'm thinking of people trying to curate that as like, they're going to look at my stories. And I've never thought of that until this moment, that someone would be like, let's make them think. I'm doing
sure
something.
people
They're at a
do
bar
that.
alone, just taking pictures with people.
Sure.
Because people are diabolical. Like the amount of people
Yes.
that are like, they're going to look at my story. I better make it good.
Or they
And I'm just
purposely
like,
don't
"Here's
do a
my dog."
selfie. They have someone else take the photo of them. So then people are like, well,
Who
who you
took the
with?
photo?
Who took the photo?
Do people think that? I never thought of that.
If it's not a selfie, I go, who took that?
Really?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't think about it hard, but I go, and here's
Because a photo of them and there's no one tagged. It's like you would tag your friends.
here's where I'm toxic and have for sure internalized terrible misogyny. When I see a hot girl who she travels and she's got a bunch of photos, not selfies, but she's the only one in them, I go escort. I immediately go, someone's paying her for sex and they're flying her places. And it's like, or maybe she has a boyfriend and she's being private about it. Or like maybe she asked someone to take her, like maybe she is traveling solo, which is a great thing to do.
Getting
but I
flown
go,
out is a thing.
but I go escort immediately,
Really?
no matter what.
Yeah, I've never thought about that.
I do wonder if it would change, and this is a horrible thing to admit, if I would feel the same if I didn't find the woman attractive. If I'd go, oh, look at her. She's a free spirit.
So brave.
I know.
Vacationing by yourself.
Getting out there and seeing them, not letting her loneliness slow her down. But if I find them remotely attractive, I go, obviously someone's paying her for sex. It's like, all right, projecting.
Someone's paying her because I'd pay her.
I pay her, yeah. If I had a jet, she'd be on it.
Listen, if Jessica sees you post that you're in Belize and says congrats on the trip, she thinks you're a uggo.
Oh my God, get it, girl. Yes, queen.
That's so funny.
And you're just like hot and in Vietnam, whore.
Yeah. Entrepreneur, excuse you. I meant that respectfully.
Yeah,
it's just
truly.
that for some reason I'm like, a hot woman would never spend her own money on a trip. That's ridiculous. What's the point of being hot if people aren't paying for everything?
No, that's real. That's real.
I want to be
Yeah.
people pay for everything hot.
I know. I just heard about yacht girls.
What?
You never heard of
My
yacht
sister-
girls?
I never heard of
You said that.
yacht girls. It's like girls who go out
They
like
just get like paid to be
on
on the yacht.
yachts, and like apparently like people are saying Zac Efron was a yacht boy for a bit.
Oh, I've heard that too.
And I was literally like, where do I apply?
Yeah, right.
I was like, I haven't gotten that text from a recruiter.
Yeah.
We're looking for yacht girls.
You know what? I
Yeah.
have friends that were hired by, and this is not the same, but it's like a similar vein, so it makes sense. They were hired by their job on a cruise ship was like just like party starters. They were supposed to be there as like passengers that just got the vibe.
They were like
going.
sleeper cells, but for partying.
Yeah, that it's just like, get on the dance floor
Oh
and
my
get things
God.
going, which I'm actually like, that would be so
That,
fun.
that
great
sounds
job.
amazing.
I've heard people, I wanted to, and then I looked into it and saw that there is this thing where people get hired to do that for weddings sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Man, that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
So I feel like yacht girl is just the next level of,
yeah.
like, is it like, you're just there for people to go, I'm on a yacht and there's cool hot people on the yacht. We
and I
made
think
it.
they usually end up, I don't know if there's sexual favors exchanged in the yacht.
It's probably
girl
case
thing.
by case basis.
Case by case, yeah. I guess it depends on the celebrity or who you're yachting with.
Yeah.
Or, how the yachting goes.
How the
Sometimes
yachting goes. I mean, shit.
Yacht's gonna yacht.
Yacht is good. What happens on the yacht stays on the yacht.
Yeah. Dude, we're in international water.
Well, there was a girl who I like casually dated who her friends would always get invited on boats. and she would tag along because they were all hot.
The third
But
wheel
I don't
on
think
a
it was
yacht.
like a pay thing. I think it was like,
No,
oh,
just
we're hot
invited.
and like
They're just
invited. Yeah.
Just men with boats, horny men with boats.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is a lot of like, obviously any of those men, of course, would love to sleep with those women. But I do think there is some level of like, but we also just want to be seen with them. Like,
Right, exactly.
It's like we want to create the image of,
Yeah.
like, who's that? Isn't there like a rich
Yeah.
guy who's just always on boats with hot women?
Yeah.
And it's like, I forget his name. He's like a internet celebrity. David something, or like, but that's his whole thing. Is like he's always on a yacht with
He's
hot
just
women.
always with hot women, and yes, I know who. Something Dan.
Dan something.
Dan Flashes?
Blaze.
No.
Blazin or something. Dan, like the last name's B. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like there's no way he's sleeping with all of those women. They just now it's like a thing. They're like, I gotta
Well,
buy
it
it
came
on
out
this
that he was
boat.
like paying them to be with him.
Yeah.
And that is, he invented the yacht girl.
He
He's an
Maybe.
inventor. He's an innovator. That came out and people went, I could do that. I could just pay hot women to be on my boat.
I mean, I think people have known that for a long time. I mean, sex work is the oldest profession.
I mean, you'd think they would know that.
Yeah.
And then I wonder how many men are like, I don't want some broads on here ruining man time.
True.
They're smoking cigars. There's one guy who's like, we don't want them stuffing it up in here and making it less fun. And everyone's like, shut up, Doug.
I've been watching The Reckoning, so my brain on that shit right now is like, oh, I don't know.
great
So,
documentary. I'm on episode 3.
I was just about to start episode 3.
Really? I haven't seen it.
Oh, you
good.
should watch.
Oh, really?
You should watch.
Oh,
It's
God.
good.
Okay.
I mean, I was like, they dug up shit that I was like, holy fucking shit. I also didn't know that people didn't know that like Diddy killed Pac. I thought that was always a known
That
thing.
one I thought was like the one that like everyone
See, I feel like
that he put a hit out, right? Like a
yeah, I feel like
he had him killed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I for a second was like he didn't do it.
He didn't
right?
do it. No. But I feel like Diddy killing Pac and Biggie was something I had known or been involved in that like forever.
Yeah, I remember hearing the conspiracy of like him
Yes.
taking out Biggie for what? But for like his own.
I mean, that's how he got
Let me
success.
get in your
because,
spotlight?
yeah, because
Oh yeah, riding the grief wave of
yeah,
Well-
you should watch
every
the doc.
step you.
Exactly.
Well, so okay,
He didn't even miss him.
okay,
wasn't
because I
missing
think
him?
they covered this in episode 3, so you haven't seen it yet.
I have seen that.
Oh yeah. Well, so one, Biggie
Not me
dies.
until this moment going, The Reckoning. Is that like a horror? What's that about? And then you started saying it. I was like, oh yeah, duh. Sorry, Biggie dies.
So basically,
R.I.P. Big
Biggie
Papa.
dies because of retaliation of Tupac dying.
Yes.
But when they were doing the investigation on Biggie, Sean Combs basically like forced people to not talk and stuff like that because he knew if people looked into Biggie's death, that would mean they would look into Pac's death,
Yeah.
which they would then uncover everything about P. Diddy.
That was episode. It's episode 2.
Oh, that's episode
that's
2?
episode two.
Episode
And then
two.
also another thing, Biggie's funeral, because P. Diddy did this
Yeah.
whole thing of like, we're going to do this massive funeral for
Yeah.
Biggie.
I'm
and
gonna
then
come down from the ceiling.
Yeah.
the cost kept piling up. So he eventually wrote something with like,
They changed the contract and like basically had it's Biggie paying, right?
yeah, basically Biggie paid for his own funeral. Biggie's estate paid for the funeral, and P. Diddy didn't pay a dime, even though he was there being like, we're throwing this for Biggie. We're
Yes.
doing this. This is my friend. I miss
What
my
a
friend.
fucking scumbag.
His friend who started Bad Boy Records with him, ex-friend obviously now, but was like, you know, Sean ushered Biggie to his death.
Yeah.
Like that's the exact line. He ushered him to his death because he pressed
and
him to
Usher
go
was
to
like,
LA.
leave me out of this.
Well,
Sorry.
Usher does show up.
Oh no.
But, I mean, he was just a kid, and that was a.
God.
I haven't gotten to that, but it's a really good dog. I'm just saying. I was like,
does sort of make the beefs with modern day rappers look really pathetic. So
it does.
you go,
It
Tupac
does.
died, Biggie died. Did you see that tweet from Drake?
True. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Drake
Killing
should be
each other.
happy he was just called a pedophile.
Yeah, what a time to be alive in rap. Like, thank God.
That's
Oh,
what.
thank God. I'm just called a pedophile.
Oh, could have been so much worse. I could be dead
Yes. Oh my
instead
gosh.
of just socially dead to some people.
I don't. It's such a good dog. We should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to finish the rest. But it's
I
really.
want to
good.
watch it and do a
I'm like-
reaction videos.
Yeah. I'm like, I feel like 50 must have been waiting in the wings with all of this. Like, it is so, I don't know. He's only executive producer, so I don't know where else. But I was like, people have been piling the amount of stuff that they had. Because I mean, like, what? He was arrested in September.
Yeah.
This was
This September?
Yes, remember?
Wow.
That was like
Wow, it just
Yeah.
feels, it's like,
it feels like it was like last year, right?
it feels like so long ago.
It was last September.
Oh, it was last
was
September.
it?
Yeah, it was last
Okay, because it
September.
does feel like it's like, remember when the Diddy stuff? And okay, that makes a little more sense.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what year it is.
Nobody does. Time is a
I
social
was like,
construct.
whoa! Every episode I've been like, I can't believe they got this documentary done in like 2 months.
It makes so much more sense now. I was
Yes.
like, was it? Oh,
I know. Okay, yeah.
but even still, it's like that amount of info.
That amount of info.
Yeah.
To
I
like
mean,
go like, oh, they got Diddy, time to hit the ground running. Like
Well, it
someone was like,
feels-
get the cameras.
It feels very much like because there's been some people who I think need to go outside and touch grass and go a little too woke with it, where they're like, should we really trust a documentary made by someone who has selfish intentions for exposing this stuff? And it's like, who the fuck, like, this moment feels like in those movies where they hire a villain to fight another villain. Like that's what this feels like.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, yeah, this is the only person who's willing to go as low as we need to go to fight this
For
person.
us to have this information.
Yes.
Truly.
You need, the anti-hero or whatever the fuck. I don't actually know what anti-hero means. I realized when I said that.
I literally threaded that like 2 days ago.
I'm going to use a word that I don't know.
I was like, yeah, I thought I did. And then as I said it, I was like, I don't know. I just, it's in a Taylor Swift song. I don't know.
No, I'm like, I actually threaded that. I was like, it's like villains are only exposing other villains right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, literally, Putin had these fucking emails. Putin dropped these emails or whoever.
Right.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
that's how it always is. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, anyone exposing someone has their own. It's the same as like it's not the same, but I've always felt like, dude, the like straight, like cisgender white men who are the loudest, like, I'm a feminist, I'm this, and straight men are terrible. I'm like, you have, who's
you've
in your
done
closet?
shit.
What have you have punched a woman.
Literally.
You've done
straight in
shit
the
or you're
face.
trying really hard to get laid.
Yeah, it's like protest too much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's always,
Yeah.
look over there. That's bad. Thank God they're not looking at me.
I cannot count the number of times where like some shit has come out about some performative male.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, I saw it in his eyes. Because there's a certain type of guy actually, that you meet. And
There's
you're
an
like,
essence.
There's an essence. Because there's someone who gets up, because you can tell that they don't actually respect women, because if you are a woman interacting with them, you can feel the disrespect.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like on stage, I'm just going to use comedians as an example. They're talking about these things they support, and you're like,
With a
yeah,
pussy
but it's
hat
not there.
on.
But
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Because that's how they get away with doing shit like that.
Oh, yeah, because they're like, no
Yeah.
one's going to think it's me. That's,
Exactly.
And you can get closer to people because they go,
Yeah.
they love women.
Well, also our problem too is that like literally a dude will say one thing and the internet will immediately champion them as like a feminist hero instead of it being like, oh, you have a history of repeated behavior.
Yeah.
That is like,
We saw this one thought.
Right.
And now you are the mayor of women. You should be in charge of women.
So
Yeah.
real. So real.
No, it's always like an evil person. But I mean, it's even like that's what the news is. It's like, I fucking at this point,
Right.
I don't trust any of it. I'm like, oh, good. This corporation just wants me to tune in so they can get ad dollars.
I know.
So they're like, what's the worst thing we can find?
Yeah, it's so bad.
I will say quickly, speaking of news, did you know that 50 Cent for this documentary has not really done any interviews, and he specifically accepted an interview with ABC because that's one of the only channels that they get in jail.
Oh, so he's like, I want to make sure that
He's like, I'm going to do an interview that Diddy can see in jail.
honestly, I respect that. That's showing up after the block and the unblock.
Yeah, that's showing up after the block.
That's unblock in IRL.
Yeah, that's an unblock.
And you know,
And
they're going
that's
to be
what-
interviewing him. He's going to look down the barrel of the camera and go,
No, he's smiling. You
Yeah,
seen
he's
that picture
smiling.
floating around?
He's-
No.
I'll show
What?
you.
He's
I think I
smiling
posted on my,
so
I
big.
posted it on my story the other
I'm
day.
so out of the loop. I need,
No, let me show you. I
I
saved
want
it
to
on
be
my
wealthy
phone.
enough to have someone who curates pop culture
Look at
for
him.
me.
This
They
is
go,
him.
Here's your
In the
events for the
interview.
That's, I have seen that and I didn't know what it was from.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all happening.
Anyway, I love his smile. I've always loved Curtis Sent's smile.
Curtis
Sense.
Sense.
Did you see that video with Chelsea?
I saw that Jessica. I was like, that's so funny.
It's so funny. Curtis Sent
keeps calling. Curtis Sent.
He does have a great smile. And it was funny watching.
He's always had a great smile.
Watching Chelsea go, like, he's a sweet man. I don't really, it doesn't make sense that he was shot so many times.
50 was one of those first rappers where I was like, I thought he was so hot.
Dude, I mean, that was like
he is
peak.
attractive.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like high school when 50 was like popping out, and like that's like when he really like hit hard in the mainstream.
21 Questions, great song.
There was just nothing.
50 is attractive in like that deep masculine way.
Yes.
Like he's not pretty, but he's like man hot. Why are y'all looking at me like that? Well, because it's like, for example, A$AP Rocky is pretty. 50 Cent is hot.
A$AP doesn't do it for me though.
Really?
50's hot because I think
It is a very masculine.
Yeah.
But
very
is it like a
masculine.
psychological, like, even a gun can't stop this guy?
and it's just like, yeah.
It's like a Superman complex.
Maybe. Yeah.
He's so strong.
But also the way he acts, there's like that famous tweet where someone's like, I get why he was shot 9 times. Like after something petty that he's done, where he's like, he is such an asshole, where it's like, yeah, I don't think that was gang violence related. I think it was
just one person's personal vendetta. They weren't in a gang. They were just his neighbor, and they were fucking sick of him. Tired of your shit,
I think
Curtis.
Curtis, yeah.
It is bold, like doing a documentary exposing someone who has had multiple people, is responsible for the deaths of multiple people, and going, yeah, I'll do this. I'll be the face of this. That's fucking.
He's not scared of fucking shit.
No.
I feel like, yeah. I think 50 hits. I see what you're saying by masculine and hot, but for me, he fits in the category that I like, which is someone with a weird face who's also an asshole.
Yeah.
I love
your type.
I love a unique face, and then you have to be an asshole.
someone who I've never. They don't remind me of anyone.
Truly.
Yeah, no, it is. I like a unique face.
I like a unique
But that's-
face. He's got a
Well,
unique
you know
face.
why 50 Cent hates P. Diddy, right?
Sounds like there's a lot of reasons.
Pretty sure.
what's his personal
I heard this on a podcast, so
thing?
take it with a grain of salt. But I'm pretty sure it's because years and years ago, P. Diddy was like, 50, like be in this music video, but you look raggedy. Let me take you shopping. And 50 Cent took that as P. Diddy making a move on him and was like, basically like, no, fuck you, gross. And it just has disliked
Ever since.
I'm sure it's more than that.
But it'd be great if it wasn't.
Yeah.
He just hasn't let
I
go.
mean, the Pusha T Drake beef originated because of Lil Wayne wearing a Coogee sweater when Pharrell would wear Coogee sweaters.
What?
How are rappers just like housewives? You know this is my outfit. I always wear this outfit.
Like it was between that and then also like they did someone did a music video and wasn't paid by Birdman, so it was like also that as well. But
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that. I thought they had like a beef because he also did he that he bought the front rows of his show?
no,
So that no one
50
would be
Cent
there?
did that to Ja Rule.
He did that to Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny.
He bought like the first few rows at one of Ja Rule's shows.
So that no one would be in them?
Yes.
That's so funny. But also I'm like,
And that's why that man went bankrupt once already. Which I'm like, if there's something to go bankrupt for, it's like, be petty.
it's
Yeah.
just using all your money to do heinous pranks to people that you, I mean, like, I wish I would have a beef with someone where they go, I'm buying the whole venue out so that no one comes. I'd be like, I'm getting paid either way.
Yeah.
I'll perform to myself.
Yeah, literally.
Because it's not only just you're spending that money, but you're spending that money and putting it in your enemy's pocket.
Yeah. Just
So
to
it's
ruin
like,
their
I
day.
am willing to give you revenue if it means fucking you over.
Yeah, that it means you're going to go out and feel like shit for a couple hours. You're going to go,
That's going
nobody.
straight for the ego. Straight for the ego.
Yeah, well, because you won't. It's like if I think about it with comedy, like unless I guess the booker probably would be like, "This is weird." The whole thing's sold out, but like there's so many moving parts in doing an arena. I'm sure in it's like you can only see those rows, or like what if someone were to buy out like a whole thing, you don't know till the end of the show, so you're still having that like have to deal with that fucked upness until you realize.
Yeah.
It's also so funny that like they didn't let anyone move up.
They're like, who knows? Maybe it's like reserved, do not. Who knows?
So funny.
So funny. But yeah, the doc is really good, and 50 should be proud. I was like, this is good. Good stuff.
50 for president.
I mean, why not?
At this point,
I'm like, shit.
It can't be worse.
Yeah.
that's my kind of petty president. That's what I want.
Yeah, exactly. We need a petty black president.
We do.
need a
Yeah.
petty
We
black.
need.
We had to play it safe black president. We need a petty black president.
I think Obama is probably petty IRL.
I can see
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I bet
he just was. He kept up the image of.
he kept up the image because I'm like,
Yeah.
he's so sharp in the charisma. I was like, you know that man can roast someone.
Yeah.
Oh, so
you
quickly.
know
Yeah.
that man can roast someone.
Oh, yeah, no, he could tear someone. He's even used to hear him sometimes make little jokes.
He'll make a little joke.
but he's so friendly that you just go, wow, Obama.
Barack.
We love him.
Yeah.
That's my president.
All right, you can
cry.
keep using the drones.
LOL.
I don't have to see him die. As long as gas is cheap.
Truly. Oh my gosh.
Shall we get into our down bad topic?
Oh yes, we can. Yeah, let's go
so.
for it. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's all we had to say. You don't like.
Oh yeah. Do we want to put a bow on hitting it raw and then going no contact?
Yeah,
raw,
we really-
no contact. I mean, I guess we did leave out we just kind of hit the no contact part. We didn't
Yeah.
really hit the raw part.
I mean,
don't
yeah,
know
the
if that-
raw. Yeah, it is.
Have you ever been dumped? I feel like you're someone who I always assume dumps everybody you've been with. Just so you know. I
Thank
feel like
you.
you have that air of someone who's like always been the dumper.
I have. The majority of it is me. Yeah, I'm a leaver.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get me, but I got a couple times.
Okay. There's a
I've been
couple.
dumped twice.
Okay.
And one was basically a long
I'm
distance
sorry, but I'm
relationship.
calling getting dumped got from now on.
Damn, I got.
Yeah.
And then the one time that one of them was like, I was basically dating someone from back home in Alaska, going to school in Florida.
Okay.
So it was like, it wouldn't have worked out anyway.
Yeah.
But it was still like ego. And then the other one, it hurt more, but I think it hurt more because deep down I knew I needed to pull the plug and I hadn't yet. And I was like, damn.
Oh, you were upset you weren't the first to strike.
I was like ignoring. I was like, you know what? Like,
I've been there, got ghosted by someone who I was already planning on ghosting.
ghosting. Grow up. Haunt them.
Haunt them.
Don't ghost, haunt.
See, that's why I block and unblock. Haunt. That's haunting right there.
We're back. I unblock. I tag them in a story, but I make it so you can't see it in the thing. It's
That's
just there.
so
And they go, no, I don't know how that happened. It must be a glitch.
Have you ever added someone just to your close friend? No, I'm not going to do that. They think, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to out myself on that thing.
Dude, sometimes
I was saying something and I was like, stop before I say something crazy. Give away all my
they're your
secrets.
only close friend.
I just want
Ignore what I just said.
I change out my close friend list actually quite a bit.
I need to because there's some, I've gone and looked and gone, well, how'd you get in here? but then I think it was bigger for a while and
Sometimes
it still
you
is
gotta
too
go
big.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go small.
Because sometimes I'll get like things that are close friends and I'm like, we're not friends.
I love
Yeah.
it. Please, anybody
But
can
I'm
put me on their
honored, but
close
I go
friends.
like-
It's flattering, but it is also
Then I go like, should I try to hang out with you? Like,
yeah.
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's you put someone of your close friends just because you're like, you're not a close friend, but I want you to feel bad about what I'm about to post.
When I first started getting added to people's close friends, I got upset because it was kind of described to me as like, oh, people are being whores on close friends. And then I would look at a close friend, like if
They're
there's,
asking you to help them move.
it's like that, or it's just like a picture of their cat or whatever. And it's like, you're hot. Post a hot selfie on close friends.
Let's see the nipples.
Yes, I literally saw a TikTok about this, which is like, if you add me to your close friends, like, show me some freak shit.
Yeah.
It better be wild.
Someone said
shit.
literally, I want to see you sucking off your man. But that was actually that was a video Chris reposted that was like, if I'm on your close
You
friends.
reposted it.
I was like, who reposted this? And it was Chris. It was this girl was like, if you're on your close friends, I want to see you like suck off your man or
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't want like a humble brag. Like,
Yeah.
like get Get
I don't want to
naked.
see your apartment decor with the candles on and the lights are off and you're trying to set the mood. No, I want to see a quarter of an areola.
1 quarter.
I want to see a bodily fluid, and I'm not sure what it is.
I want to see a story that makes me pause it and just stare at it like it's a gem, like it's jewelry and Indiana Jones.
There you go. That's different. What is this angle?
How do you do that? You're like fire emoji back. That's so great.
Yo, hold on! Don't give out the playbook.
The playbook. That's so funny. So you've only been dumped twice, though.
And I've been in a lot of. I was this kind of serial monogamist-y. Yeah. Only been dumped twice.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's. I just knew. I don't know why. I mean,
What about you? Are you
we've known
the-
each other for a while. So, but I also was like, I feel like Jess is just like, I feel like you're the dumper.
Yeah, I just go, that's enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like there definitely was probably some relationships where I maybe was like like leaving out of like, no, I don't know. I will say for all of the things I'm bad at, I am pretty good usually at going, this has run its course. Well, I don't
You have a really good discernment.
Thank you.
You do.
And that's
You
why
do.
I chose to come to this podcast. Me and 50 for president. I'll be vice. Yeah. Where it's like, I don't usually drag things out because I'm like, I don't want to waste your time either. That's not fair to you.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. But then sometimes I'm like, does that sound like a cop out of like,
No. I think that's being decisive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a skill a lot of people, including myself, lack of having the ability to like not only because one, it takes a lot to recognize it's not working, and then on top of that, to act upon it. That's a skill that I feel like because there's a lot of times where it's like not even able to recognize it because I think the mentality of like, oh well, relationships are work,
They're hard.
and they're hard, and that's what this is. It's just hard, and it's just like no, y'all aren't compatible.
You're not compatible. It's like there's any relationship. If you're spending your life with someone, there's going to be moments where you like maybe disagree or like butt heads. But like this idea that it's like it's constant work. It's like it shouldn't be.
Right.
Yeah.
It should be probably more fun than it is work.
Right.
You know, and that obviously like life happens. There's different periods
Yeah.
where like
Right.
life's stress can like change that temporarily, but you have to be able to recognize that. And also, I do think we're also taught that a relationship ending is a failure is like
Yep.
drilled into us. And then like, and maybe it's more for women. I don't know, but this like, God forbid you're alone.
Yeah.
What, are you just going to be single? Aren't you scared of being alive? So people will go like, well, I'm not really happy, but what if I don't find anyone else?
Yeah.
And they'll just stay.
The amount of people who are like, I would rather be unhealthy I'd rather be in an unhealthy relationship than be happy. I'd rather be unhappy with someone than happy alone.
Yeah.
Like being alone is such for like so many people.
That's this.
It's so
It's the ultimate, like-
mind-boggling. I remember like one girl who I'm friends with. I remember one time she told me that like she was so tired of being alone that she was going to get back with her toxic ex because she was like, I'd rather just do that than be alone. And I remember
That's fucked up to me.
reading that text message and being like, what?
Yeah, what do you're going to be more miserable. It's
Right.
That makes no sense.
It's crazy. People, and I do think some people are like huge pussies. Like it's a confrontation.
Truly.
No, it's a confrontation thing.
Cowards.
They don't want to be in there. They're cowards. They don't want to leave. I think that's really, if I think about it, is
Because it's
lot
more
of-
fun to get to be the victim of a breakup than the breakup.
or you don't want to feel like people will be like, well, I don't want to hurt this person. And it's like, you're
hurting
wasting
them.
their time.
Yeah.
I think that was probably like my last ex who I ended up breaking up with, but he like kept, I have a bit about, I'm not doing the bit on you guys, but I just truly, the man kept trying to cheat and I would just find rejections everywhere. And I was like, could you fuck somebody? Please?
That's sad. Trying to cheat.
Yeah, no. And like constant. Like I would.
You're just sitting there like, am I dating
Constant
a
women
loser?
being like, no, I go, I knew that this was, I knew I didn't pick like the cream of the crop, but, and just going, but also I'm not good enough for you to not want to do that. Like, it's just the way it fucks with you. But at a certain
That's
point, I was
wild.
like, you don't want to be with me. And he would go, no, I do. I don't know why I do this. And it's like, what?
Well, you're not doing anything because ain't nobody coming after it.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, do you just have a humiliation fetish? Because the way I would find them, like I'd lay down on my side of the bed and like his phone was there, and I'm like, why is this here? How? And he's like, I don't know.
Hiding it on the pillow.
It's like, do you
Tinder's
just
open?
Do you just want to be yelled at? Like, what
He has an airplane on the TV.
it's like, oh crap!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I airplayed Tinder and then went for a 5-hour walk.
Oh, yeah, that it's just like rip the fucking Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, it's like if you got a humiliation kink, we could work with that.
Yeah. Just like, fess up. Let me have fun with it.
Yeah, truly. Wow, that's wild.
Don't drag me down with you. Let me just tell you what a piece of shit you are, and then we can all have a good time.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's like people get it. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. All that to say, yeah, I have been the breaker upper.
Okay.
With. What about you? I feel like.
I actually.
I love that you didn't ask me that question.
Wait, yeah. I think Chris is dumped.
And what about you?
No,
you do a lot of the
I
dumping?
think it's
You go
obvious
first.
I've been dumped more.
You've been dumped more than you've dumped
Yeah.
someone? Oh,
You know
okay.
what else though? I think guys, and maybe I'm wrong, and I know this is blanket, it's not everybody. A lot of men won't leave till they have something lined up. Like men get comfortable in a relationship where they're like women don't want to be alone for fear of being alone, but men are like, oh, but it's nice having the nice parts of a relationship.
Yeah.
So like they'll either get dumped or they like won't leave unless something better comes along.
Well, it's like that
Interesting. I've never thought about that.
cliched kind of like I've seen it in like memes and old media where it's like after a breakup, the man has more fun first because he's immediately trying to go out and
He's like, I'm free, but then he just goes home
and
and,
then
it's like,
long term he's the one who's more sad, whereas the woman is sad at first, but
And then
then
long-term
heals.
she
in the long
processes
term.
it. Yeah. Men, I mean, men will be forever crippled by a breakup. Like every man, stop what you're doing and just go back to your first ex. I mean, you can't, but like, it's like the way men cannot, a lot of men cannot or take so long to recover that you're like,
I mean, I still have that ex muted for a reason. Well, actually, now it's
Love
petty
hurts.
where it's like if I start like unmute and look at her stuff again, it's gonna make it seem like I care. When in actuality, it's just like a part of me is like I don't care anymore. That's why I don't care about having you muted. But
and I don't care, and I don't even think I care. I don't even care. If I looked at your stories, it's not because I care. It's because I was curious, but I don't, not because I care.
That's so funny.
Lower your voice. Why are you yelling at me?
Why also
That's
like
so funny.
I think it is probably because men don't also. It's like not nor like you guys. I don't know. I feel like men don't talk about their relationships the way women do. You know, like we talk about what's going on.
I'm
Yeah.
fortunate enough
Sometimes.
with my
A lot of
friends.
men.
I do.
Well, it's like after the fact, or you're like, and this has been bad.
Yeah, they don't process
Like,
what's
by the
going
way,
on.
I've been lying to you all. This is what's really happening.
There you go. It's been terrible the whole time.
Quincy's talking about me right now.
Yeah,
I
picked
do
up.
that all
You
the
do that too?
time.
I do that too. I think anybody who's been in a toxic relationship, you protect.
You're protecting the partner.
You're
Yeah.
protecting the
And the
partner
relationship.
until for so long, and then it's like, oh shit.
There'll
Yeah,
be
the
like
way-
one or
Yeah.
two key individuals who will all vent all of it to.
Yes.
And then everyone else, I won't really say anything.
Exactly. And then people are like, oh, I had no idea. And it's like, well, one, it wasn't everybody's business, but two, it's like, yeah, that's a very common thing,
Yeah.
especially if the person is, yeah.
Yeah, and then like sometimes it can come off because like even with my like that cheating, I didn't tell anyone because I'm just like, this is embarrassing, and like
Right.
what? And then instead of like breaking up right away, it was like, well, if we go to therapy or whatever, because I mostly was like, let me make sure I'm not. I don't know why the fuck I was thinking honestly, but like when you say nothing and then all of a sudden you're like, actually it was so bad. It's like, do I seem crazy that I'm now telling you?
No, I think sometimes it's like there's a triggering moment that you're like, then
The glass is
you
shattered.
the glass is shattered, or it's all these little moments that hit you the wrong way. And then whatever that breaking point was, it's so easy to now go back and say, oh, that's what that was.
It was like there's
You know,
a reason.
like-
it's like the final straw. It's just
final
like
straw,
it was
exactly.
tiny little things piling up, and you go, oh,
Yeah.
and there were like little signs before it started getting really like. But
I actually haven't been in that many relationships. But I have been the dumper in each one. But
I thought so.
I do think, well, my first...
No.
I think about my first serious breakup, my ex, David and I initiated the breakup conversation, but I will say by the time the
He
conversation...
bogarted it and he's like, well, also I wasn't going to...
Bingo. I also think...
You can't quit. You're fired.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's that happened. I also think... I look back on that breakup, it was so long ago, but I was like, did I also talk him into making him think this was mutual? Because I think that might be...
Yeah, because you're like, it'll be softer if you feel
It'll be
like
softer.
Yeah.
you don't want to be with me.
Truly.
I'm bad. I stink. I'm bad. Boo.
Yeah. And then I feel like I've stayed in like non-labeled things for a while.
Yeah.
That aren't exactly full-on relationships. So the breakup can be kind of... It's like murky.
Yeah, you're like, do we even need to have a conversation? But also, yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Or then, and then I guess even though I am the one who is usually the dumper, I like people who constantly reject me. So it's like, I might be dumping it at the end, but
Why are we ending you like me?
You finally come around, and at this point,
Now that I've got you, I have to go.
But no, I did like Jerry Todd's friend, Andrew Murphy, who I dated for a long time. We were like oddly, I think we're in this weird like situationship. Like 3 years.
It was that long?
It was that long. But like we even had this thing, it was like a situationship. It wasn't a situationship. We were pretty much together. I don't know.
There was never just like a conversation and
exactly. I remember once I was like, so are we like, what about sleeping with other people? And he literally was like, don't ask, don't tell. So I was like, so are we, all this weird shit. And then when I tried to initiate like the breakup thing, it was still like kind of a messy break.
Yeah.
It is weird when
it was so messy. Yeah.
Like when you feel like the other person, like when you feel like it is really at the end of the day, you're like, this is mutual. And then you like do it and you go, oh, they didn't see this coming at all.
Right. And then it's like,
I thought they were like one foot out the door and I have shattered this person.
It's so, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, we are not on the same page.
Oh, they were in it for the long haul. And I just went, what are we doing? Come on, we're not happy. I just made you hate me.
They open up Safari on their phone and close out of Rings.
I remember when I did try to initiate, like, I don't think this is working for us conversation. He was traveling somewhere and he pretended like his phone was cutting out to like avoid the conversation.
That's so funny.
No way.
Yeah. I
thought that only happened in sitcoms.
No, my life, a situational comedy.
Well, media informs our actions. Okay,
Yeah, exactly. What is it? Life imitates art.
The little bag of chips. You're cutting out. That is my nightmare. You ever have like a cutout during an actual important conversation? You're like, oh, fine, no, they're never gonna. I really can't. Anyway,
yes, exactly. Yeah. So but then it was like, but then we broke up, and then I am bad about the breakup. Like I'll break up, and then the breakup dance / hooking up with each other for a while.
The dangling carrot.
Yeah.
What's like, oh, you know me, I know you.
It's easy.
Oh, I'll just come back,
Yeah.
So
I still have fun. We're single. We can do whatever we want.
Exactly. So some of that extends, but yeah, I guess I've dumped, the very few. I've never been a serial monogamous though, or anything like that. So I don't have like a lot of relationships.
I think that's a good thing.
Is it? I mean,
it's all different. I think I just did my growing, getting into committed relationships where it's like, arguably I could have not made them so firmly committed,
Right.
but there's, I don't know. I was just like, instead of being like, this is the person I want to be with, I go, I like this person. Let's get together and then find out if we want to be together.
Yeah. That's honestly how I approached dating for a good portion of my 20s.
I finally in my 30s, I was like, okay, maybe.
Yeah, let me be more intentional and all of that.
Let me decide I kind of enjoyed them before I moved.
My
to that
20s
next.
was like, oh, this girl's willing to go out with me. I'll go out with her again.
That was literally, I was like, I guess we're together. I'd hook up with someone twice and I'd go, well, if you're not going to be with me, there's a line of people who would love to. So make a choice.
So funny.
And now I'm like, why did I do that? There was no line also. It was just like, and we could have kept doing what we were doing without me being like, put a title on it.
I'm terrible. I'm like, let's hook up for 25 years.
Yeah.
Let's hook up for 25 years, see where this goes.
Yeah.
Maybe something will happen at some point. Yeah, it's
so
bad.
funny.
It's very good. Yeah, but I don't know. Because I don't necessarily fear. I also shoot my shot on a lot of people who
I like
have been
that.
rejected.
They go
I have
like-
been rejected. I've been like, oh, I like you. And it's like, I don't like you. That has happened to me a lot.
admire that so much because I also do think most of my relationships, it was, I don't want to say playing it safe because there was, but it was like, it's always a bit like, it's like, this is in the bag.
Oh, really?
Like, and it wasn't like, it wasn't even like a craze, like, obviously they want to be with me. It was like, the signs were there.
Okay.
Like if there's murky, like it's gray, maybe we're just like friendly flirting. I'll fucking, the amount of people who I probably in my past really don't even know were interested because I go, I'm not going to risk fucking finding out that this is just friendly banter. I'll never. Oh, you walk me to my car because you're polite, and I'll never question that. At least in my 20s. In my 30s, I started going, obviously they're trying to fuck me. The fact that I got older and it got out of the window of like, the hot young, and now it's like, can I walk you to my car? He's obviously trying to fuck me.
That's so
in your
funny.
Wow,
20s,
you look nice today. God, he would fucking stick it in me if he could.
your 20s, you're just like, wow, he's so kind. And then in your 30s, you're like, men aren't kind.
Yeah.
They're horny.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm a hoe.
That's so funny. I feel like as soon as I lost my virginity, I was like, oh, everybody's trying to fuck.
That's
Like the day I lost my virginity, I was like, yeah. I also
the
think
world is my oyster.
I have this theory, and I don't know if it's real, but I feel like if any person who spent a decent amount of time being ugly or undesirable in their life, and then if you get more attractive, it's very obvious to you when people are trying to fuck. Because I
think it comes with time.
with time, because I
Yeah.
feel like I spent so many years in the awkward, weird phase.
Same.
And then I like came into my own. I do think I'm a very attractive person.
And people from high school go, wow, what an ugly duckling. And you're like, you didn't need to say that to me.
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
exactly.
that was my experience. I'm like, could
When I show people old photos and they're like, that's not you. And it's like, okay, so that confirms.
That hurts.
And then they try to save it by being like, no, but you still look cute. And it's like,
it's just different. Anyway, wait, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah. I feel like I always got that I had a great face, but I knew, but that was the sign that like you didn't like my body.
yeah.
I got that a lot. Like I got told several times. I got told by adults
That's fucked
that
up.
I was like, oh, you have a beautiful face. And then I was hiding my giant titties. So nobody knew those were underneath there or whatever.
A whole new
Yeah, exactly. But I do feel like then I kind of grew into my own, I built a personality from being fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then it's like, as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, I can very clearly now tell when people want to fuck.
You know what?
So.
No, I mean, I think I can too. And I think a lot of my like not going to the gray area, you know what I realized is like if I found someone extremely attractive, it's like a self-worth thing where I'd go,
Really?
well, they're not gonna when I was younger. But the person I'm with now, Nate, is someone I do find like objectively attractive. And I do think that like, that's my type. And like, I'd be like, oh, if I met him in my 20s, we could have been flirting. And I'd be like, he's just being nice.
Really?
Yeah, because that's how attractive I find him, and that's just my own. But like, there are people who like, if I find
cute.
them a certain, I know it's
That's
dumb,
cute.
it's
That's
dorky,
cute. That's
but like,
cute.
there's a certain level of attractive where I just go, I just can't bring myself to believe this person would be interested in little old me, which is like, oh, shut up.
I can't tell if someone's attracted to me for the same reason, where there's still that awkward kid still living in me and hasn't been healed. So I'm just like, there's no way someone who looks like this, even with like in my current relationship, like I, for the longest time was like, oh, like she seems interested, but she's gonna fade away at any second. Cause there's no way a girl who looks like this would be interested in me.
And you're like, I'm a rebound or something. I can't be.
And it was just like, oh, this is just temporary, or it's just because I'm nice, they want something nice, but I'm not going to be, because that happened to me a lot of like, I was always often like someone's placeholder until they found what they actually wanted to find.
Yeah.
So because of that, I relate to that, where it's like this doubt of self-worth, so where it's just like, and then me, like a few instances later on, finding out that person was interested.
And you go, oh, fuck. Oh, well.
Oh no, mine is
I'm still here. They all come crawling back. Dude,
Some did.
I'm now realizing that like the way I feel about like men I've found super attractive, it really is whatever it is. It's the same thing as me going, well, that woman's obviously an escort. There's just a certain level of hot where I'm like, well, there's just no way.
That's so funny.
There's no way this man who has pulled his dick out and is saying, let's fuck, could possibly want to fuck me.
You're like, who else is in here?
It's like, is this a prank? I think I literally, someone DM'd me once and they were just like, they were trying to hang out and I went, did you mean to send this to me? Like I was like, I think they're like, maybe they are drunk and they thought this was someone like, you know, you type a status in the search bar type of thing. And they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I still was like, that's
so funny.
Maybe they just like want to like hang out. Maybe they just need a friend.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm just too much of a flirt. I also think this is gonna sound like make you sound like asshole. I do think I have a very strong sexual energy.
I would agree with that.
And I do think that I can tell when someone is cued in on that. But I also think part of being a black femme is like you're sexualized pretty often.
That's true.
So, but I do think there's a difference between he's checking his text. Typical.
No. I was just checking
He's
time.
like, speaking of women being interesed, let's see if there's anyone.
Let's just
Error. This message, this number is no longer.
Literally. He's like, let me check my DMs actually now that we're on it. Who's calling back tonight?
No.
That's so funny. But I do think I think I'm flirty, so that is a thing. I'm flirty and I'm forward, but then I do think I can usually tell if like someone's about the vibe, or it's like and I think most people. I mean, this is another theory that's also these are terrible theories, but I think most people would fuck most people.
I think in the right. I get what you're saying, where it's like in the right circumstance and like just the vibe is right, the conversation, and you're in a place in your whatever life where that's on the table for you anyway.
Right,
like,
exactly. I think there's exactly.
It is
I
like
think
I
it's
do
situational.
Really?
I think
maybe women
at least in my experience, I feel like it like situation as so. For example, I think in person. If you met someone in person in the wild, I think there's a potentially higher chance of fucking.
Okay.
But if you're meeting through apps, no.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I guess maybe my thought on it wasn't necessarily like most people want to fuck, most people maybe. But I do feel like, there's an idea of what I think my type is. And I've always been like, I don't really have a physical type. I could just kind of like know it when I see it.
Yeah, I feel that.
But then there are people who I would think like they're not for me.
Yeah.
And then in the right moment, there's like a vibe.
Or you
can be surprised by people that like
you can be surprised.
Yeah, that was always my thing.
that.
You got the face. People just went, I don't know why I want to fuck you. To me, they go, I guess I just really I love personalities. And I'm like, you would just keep that in the brain. Like, no, I do think more people are definitely open to it than like they realize at least.
And I think most people, I think for me as a flirty person, you can flirt with someone and then they're like, oh, people like attention. And then you're like,
well, it makes them feel good.
And then they're like, oh, and then it's like, well, whatever. But
I've actually had to like cut a little bit of that off for myself because I realized I'm like very friendly either way.
Yeah.
Like if people think I'm flirting with them, I'm just being friendly. Like if I'm trying to flirt with someone, it's always bad and weird.
Oh, okay.
But like, because I would be like super friendly. I like if I'm talking to someone, I'm like engaged. I want to hear what they're saying. And then you couple that with, like my comedic sense of humor is like dirty and like,
right. Yeah.
And like, especially my 20s was like really sexually based. And then there were times when I would like men would really be sure I was flirting with him. And I'd be like, no, I was just talking about balls. We were just being funny. And I had to realize like, oh, you can't always be funny. Like you can't really be like one of the guys with every guy. She's talking about her pussy lips. She wants me to see them. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
I made a huge error.
Yeah, totally. I had a friend of mine who I adore. It was so funny. The first time we hung out, she was like asking me stuff about, she was about to do this thing. And she was like, I have to ask, like, is this a date? It was so funny, so sweet. It's like so endearing if you knew this person. It made sense.
That's so.
But I thought it was like really cute.
Good for her for saying it, not just quietly
Right?
going, oh God.
But then there part of me, my knee jerk reaction, I said, if you're on a date with me, you'd fucking know. If you're on a date with me, I'm telling you right now, you would fucking know. I'm like, it was so sweet, it was so funny.
I love you.
Really,
You would know. And she's
would.
like, okay, so it's not a date?
No.
There's
There's
nothing worse than realizing a hang the other person thinks it's.
Well, I think she didn't know if I thought it was a date. That's the thing. But I was like, there's like levels to this. Cause I was like, there's friendly, personable.
Yeah.
But like me flirting or like actively, like if I'm into you, it's
there's like a fun flirting and then there's like a pointed
there's
sniper, like we are flirting.
there's
Yeah.
like friendly, then there's banter, then there's like flirting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like
and some people
friendly
mix
and
up the banter. Like some people go.
Yeah.
I do also wonder if it's like, I could be wrong about this, but like, and maybe you can help.
I like how back and forth. No, angel devil.
Maybe
Angel devil.
it's my only experience, but
Well, every time you've been like, you can help, and it's been with Quincy.
you can
It's
help.
been
Being dumped. See, no, I'm kidding. Well, no, just because like I do feel like some men, it's like if you banter with, they're like blown away that women can banter.
Yes.
And I think that's just that they don't hang out with a lot of women. So then when you're like being funny with them, they go like, what's going on here? And you're like,
Yeah.
this is what I do with all my friends.
like I'm funny.
I think it's.
yeah, I'm funny is what's going on. I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
I would say is because they don't know how to talk to women, so they
Yeah.
think, oh well, usually when I talk to girls, the conversations are really dry, and it's like, well, because you don't know how to talk to women. Like younger me definitely thought that.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
And then as a woman, I'm
And
just carrying the conversation so it feels.
as I've gotten older, I've realized like most, like when I think like to all of the women I have dated in some way, shape, or form, whether it was one date or we
There's a
dated
lot
for a
of
while.
them. If you're out there,
He's muted you, but you can always
Yeah,
slide
you're
in.
muted, but I'm still here.
Yeah, exactly.
we didn't block you, so it's open.
So it's open. Yeah.
Can't mute a DM.
No, I there's literally, I can only think of like maybe 2 to 3 women max who like our conversation was truly, there was nothing there.
Yeah.
But everyone else is like, we had good conversation, even if there was no like romantic spark. So that's why I think it's like, oh, like when men say that, it's because they don't know how to talk to women. Because it's like, when you learn how to talk to women, you will realize that the conversations are not going to be dry.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they'll be it's like, I guess it's like some men go like, is this sparks? And it's like, no, it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
This is like, no, I'm just charismatic.
Yeah. No, I'm funny. And you're like, I've never seen boobies be funny before. Oh.
I have had intense platonic connections that I thought were something more. I've had that with one friend in particular I'm thinking about, and we're good friends now or whatever. But there was a time where I was like, we connect on such a level that I was like, there was literally a time I was like, oh my God, do I like love this person? What's happening or whatever between us?
I relate to that.
But then it was like, he wasn't actually interested, but it was funny after I kind of confronted like, hey, I like you or whatever. And he was like, oh, I don't like you that way or whatever and stuff. I had to ignore him for a little bit. And then he told our other friend that he missed my attention.
So he did like,
But now we're good friends and we're homies, but it's like, yeah. But that was a really intense, like we had this intense platonic connection. We'd hang out like till 4 a.m. We're like, you know, like doing everything together, hang out like, and that was a confusing time. That was a confusing time,
I think there was a time in like a big part of my like young adult life where like sex was also like an extension of, like I felt like it was an expression of like how I felt about someone was like, and I think there's definitely people I hooked up with who it actually was just platonic, but it was like, I guess like, I like you enough. Like it didn't feel like I was like, I guess it just felt like, oh, that's what you do. Like we have this connection. And then looking back, I go, oh, it was never supposed to be sexual.
Yeah.
But it just felt like, it's like, oh, that's a
discerning.
thing I give to someone because I feel this close to them for some reason. And then I go, oh, we should have just stayed like just friends.
Yeah.
But there's a level of like connection where you go, I mean, the only thing left to do is the only place we haven't been together is inside of each other. So
Right. I think the reason why I still have theory, I mean, we are friends, but I just think I'm not in the body or the person that would have been acceptable for him to date.
there are some people who have just like a staunch, I think people really hurt themselves in the long run in terms of experiences. And even like if there's someone looking for a long-term partner, they at some point in their probably youth create an image in their head of like, this is the person. And then like they will miss the best connection of their life going, but you don't look like the picture of my family I have in my head. It's a brunette
There's
woman
like
who's
this
5'9".
very superficial checkbox that needs to be that.
Right.
And they just have this, they're like, that's the person. That's who I am.
They're like, well, my person would be like this, and it's just like, well, you've tried dating that and it hasn't worked out.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the ideology of people sticking to their type with dating is like, it honestly, like I through like talking with friends and personal experiences and like people I've dated, where it's just like it's so like it feels like it's so obvious that your type is not good for you.
Yeah, it's like,
And you're just hoping that you find your type that's going to be good, and it's just like
at this point, it's a form of avoidance.
Right.
Like going, no, it doesn't look like the thing that I picture. It's like you're not giving things that could be good a chance. It becomes toxic.
Right.
Yeah, because I do have a type, but it's not like a visual, physical. I couldn't explain it. It's like
aura.
energetic.
It's energetic type. I
If
have
you
that too.
lined up all the people I've been with, you'd go, you certainly do not have a type.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But it's just it's like
an energy.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, for instance, I'm attracted to someone who has like a power.
Yeah.
I like that's so crazy. Like, wow.
It's an energy. They have
It's an
power.
energy.
They have money.
No, not
They can
necessarily,
dominate me
not necessarily money, but I will say it's like there's a
I know, like a powerful essence.
a powerful essence.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the way
I
they
do think
carry
there's that.
themselves and like a.
This kind of reminds me of something else I saw, and something that comes up every so often is the idea, specifically with men, of men dating women for other men. Like men who don't want to date a girl that other men don't find attractive.
Right.
Oh, the same reason they say that like women
It's a social
do
currency.
makeup and stuff actually for other women to be like, look, I look.
Or like, dress
up to, like-
dress for other women or something.
yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it ties to what we were talking about earlier of men who will hire women to like go out to dates with and
exactly.
stuff.
On their yacht that they bought, that it's like, yeah, it's like he drives a Lexus and he wears a Rolex, and then it's
Right.
like he's gonna want the Rolex version of a woman. Like people
Right.
go, whoa,
Exactly.
that it's like a reflection of
the trophy, the arm candy, the et cetera.
yeah, that it's like I want to fit the image that other people will go, wow, he's like got it all.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And men are dumb enough where that works on other men.
Oh yeah, well, men have a real like thing about status, and like I mean, you even look at like the amount of races. That sounds like I'm talking about race, but like the space race, and now there's like an AI race with other countries. The fact that people that there's a conversation like, we might not be number one. And it's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like the
People are dying, Kim.
Yeah, but it's like, but this other country might be the number one in this. It's like, who
Right.
gives
Also, sometimes the person who was first dies
yeah.
because they were first.
Yeah, but people go like, oh, I need to leader guy, big car, big desk, big money, big booby lady. I want to be like him. Like men just go, that guy's cool, and I want people to think I'm cool, and they just. Sorry.
Well, I think that's the difference
it's
between
really disrespectful to
It's
men.
a difference between boys and men, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I
Yeah.
think
Boys to men.
true masculinity is like owning your power, just as true femininity.
Owning what you have.
Owning what you have,
Yeah.
owning your power, owning your taste, owning your like that.
Yeah,
you know
not
what I mean?
being afraid to be
Having
like,
a fucking backbone. Like
Yeah.
that is true masculinity, and unfortunately that's getting fogged. And
Yeah.
that always is getting clouded by other shit. Like just the same way that like true femininity, but I think divine femininity, masculinity, and all the in-betweens, regardless of where you stand, it's like owning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't own your own shit and your own energy. Cause I think we all have this like we're all this different amalgamation of all of that. And people spend so much time trying to fit the mold of what they were just told is like, that means best woman. That's the I'm a lady. I should aspire to these things. I'm a man. These are the things I was told, instead of like, people will make themselves miserable aspiring to a thing they don't want because that's the thing you're told you're supposed to want, instead of going, actually,
I don't want that.
I don't want that.
Right.
Literally.
And so I'm happy and I'm in my like best self because I can go, oh, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I literally, the other day I was, my girlfriend and she went to go get her hair done, and her dad's a hairdresser. And while he was doing her hair, like him and I were talking, and he sees that I'm drinking iced coffee.
Hair? Oh, my heart.
I know. I just literally so much triggered for me. I'm like, we're both like, oh God. Oh God.
I'm sorry, iced coffee. Go ahead.
Me and Jessica both lost ourselves in the moment there. Yeah.
But he saw that I was drinking iced coffee, and he basically made a comment about how like iced coffee.
A hairdresser did not make a comment about your. Look at me doing the exact same thing. A male hairdresser did not comment on your coffee because it wasn't hot.
Yeah,
He did?
yeah, he commented because it wasn't hot.
Okay, pot.
And like, don't get me wrong.
Me
Don't get me
kettle.
wrong. I found it funny. I think my girlfriend's dad is amazing.
Yeah.
I did find the comment, like the whole thing, just like that, like fragile masculinity is always so funny to me because nothing says, I'm not calling my girlfriend's dad this, but I'm just saying in general, when men do this, nothing says bitch to me more.
It's a projection.
Than being like, oh, I do this thing. People aren't going to think I'm a man. Like it's always so.
Especially like when it's like something so small as like food and coffee and like
What your tastes are supposed to be.
it's like, what is there creamer in your coffee? I do have to ask, was it like a frappe with a bunch of like whipped cream?
There
and
were
sprinkles?
dicks coming out of it, so he was kind of.
He was drinking through a dick.
I just needed the imagery of like, are we just talking a regular iced coffee? Are you coming in with like the milkshake Starbucks?
But he was
It
also
was a
probably
regular
doing,
iced coffee.
Either way, I'm on your
he
side.
was doing the your new boyfriend, I'm being dad.
I'm the
Yeah,
dad.
and to be clear, like he
That must be
laughed it
nice.
off. He was truly not serious about it.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
joked about it, and like even admitted he's like, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yes.
So like I want to make it clear, like he's not like when most men do
But he's
it.
like almost like making fun of the trope of that.
Yeah. Yes,
and there
exactly.
are men who really like.
Right. Like I don't think he firmly believes, wow, my daughter's dating a effeminate man because of he's
People
drinking
go,
ice.
oh, light beer. You know, like, oh, you don't just drink your whiskey straight.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's not that. My girlfriend's dad is not that. But it made me think about, because I have met men, and even like I'm related to men who are like that, where it's like if you do or
Certain
enjoy
things.
certain things, it's like you're not a man. And to me, that's just so, because like
So dumb and
Yeah.
short-sighted.
Yeah, it's always, and even the vice versa of it, when women will go online and be like, oh, to be a woman means X, Y, and Z. And it's like that whole, like, nothing says bitch and fragile to me more than you feel like you have to follow what other people
Or
say.
you have to validate your identity.
Yes.
Like what's going on internally if you go, no, this is what women do. And I'm a woman. And women, we put on our makeup and we push up our tits. And I mean, I do
That's
those
why I
things.
decided to be non-binary. I was like, you know what? I'm opting out of both sides.
I can't do either of these things.
I'm just gonna float, you know?
Yeah. That's really the crux of non-binaries. Like, just let me fucking exist.
Checkmate.
I was like, you know what? I'm good.
Tell me I'm wrong. You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I grew up with so many men like that to the point that this is real and it's embarrassing to admit, but like I thought that men in sandals were gay. Not like in a bigoted, like, oh,
What kind of
gay.
sandals?
Anything with any toes.
Any toes?
His flip-flops
That's-
especially, but like you got...
Oh, I feel like flip-flops solidly straight Berkshire fag.
That's so...
I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Okay.
To be honest, that's probably more accurate. But I just like someone along the way that was like said to me, and it's not like I had any judgment toward the gay community. I just thought that's what that means. So I went to college.
Wow.
I went to college in Florida, and I show up my first day like in the dorm.
I was just about to say.
Every man has flip flops, and I go, everyone here is gay. Every man in this dorm. I'm never going to meet anybody. The whole town is gay.
The whole state of Florida is gay.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, it's hot. Why wouldn't you wear fucking, what kind of an idiot would walking around in boots? Some dude is like, I'm a man. And you're like, you're just
sweating.
Stinky toes. Yeah. That's what men do. We just have toe jam.
Yeah, I was about to say, cause I know we went to the same college, not at the same time. But like growing up in Florida, like I had more pairs of flip-flops than I did like shoes.
Yeah.
And like in college, it was very acceptable and normal. Like even my brother is one of those like, I'm a man, I do man things and stuff. And he wears jeans with flip-flops. Like he wears flip-flops
For some reason
much.
now as an adult, I know I'm getting like older because I'm just getting like, what, in the jeans with flip-flops? Just put shorts on. Show your legs. You're hot. I don't mean like sexually. I just mean like you got flops on. What are we doing in jeans?
I don't think he does it anymore.
But I'm actually picturing a specifically gross foot. I don't know your brother, but I wear flip-flops with jeans all the time.
We make fun of him so much that I think he stopped.
Really?
You bullied him out
I think because I
flip-flops altogether?
I haven't seen him wear flip-flops with jeans in a while.
I feel like if a flip-flop with jean, it has to be one of those good sturdy flip-flops, like a rainbow, like
The thick strap. The thick strap.
like
Yeah.
leathery brown.
Yeah, the thin strap is gay.
It depends on the girth of your strap on your flip flop.
How big
that
is your
shit
dick?
gotta be
That's how you can
girthy.
tell.
The men in flip. I feel like the men in flip flops thing. I understand how people. I was like, oh, I don't.
Men's toes.
Men's toes. Until I saw a guy in New York when I was there. It's raining like crazy.
New York?
In New York.
That's
down
crazy.
in the subway. He in flip flops.
No.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
And I
flip-flops
said-
in New York? Never.
No, that's why I was like, that was the first time I was like, okay, men shouldn't be in flip flops.
No one should be in
And I
flip-flops
was like,
in New York City.
I was like, thank God. I was like, your wife should divorce you right now.
Yeah.
And
oh my God, it wasn't
that was
an
crazy.
unhoused
Because you know he's
man
not washing
lost
his
in
feet.
the-
No, it was a
It was a
married
regular guy.
man.
I really was like, this is obviously a crazy person.
A married man raining in New York in the subway.
I would leave him on the
flip-flops.
spot.
Was he with his spouse or he
He was
saw the
with
ring?
his spouse.
They better have been on the way to a shoe store.
I think they were visiting from like fucking Ohio. Okay, because I was like,
You could step on a needle there. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
there's rats crawling over your toes
Somebody's
there.
gonna come eat your toe.
Yeah. But I do think that's how I also know my attractiveness level to a man is like, if I see their feet and I would be like, oh, I'd suck their toes.
Wow, look at you.
Which I'd be like, okay.
Not with a million guesses that I think that's where you're gonna go.
I didn't know that was where I was going with it either, but I just came
That
out.
was-
But I will say, like, when I'm like, okay, if I see
What
guys,
is happening here?
we're devolving. We've been talking too long. It's getting into like demon hours. But I will say, because if I don't find a guy attractive when he's wearing flip flops, I'm like, ew, men should wear flip flops. But
If I find a guy attractive, he could do anything. It's fucked up.
Really?
I could be like,
Yeah,
hit
I
me.
agree with that.
You're hot. Kill me. It's fucked up. Like a man is only as creepy as he is unattractive.
That's
Taylor, I mean, it's
unfortunately,
true.
that's a tale as old as time.
That's why
a
there
tale.
are like attractive serial killers because you go, I'll come to your house. I'll get in your van. For you, anything.
Yeah, that's why Tim Bundy killed as many people as he did.
Did you call him Tim Bundy?
Maybe.
Tim,
Tim the Tool-Man Bundy.
Okay.
I was really hoping you weren't gonna notice.
Yeah, he was hot though. Ted
I
Bundy.
thought Zac Efron playing him was hot, but when I saw his real pictures, I was like, ugh.
Well, they
Yeah.
really raised the bar so high that you go like, well, he's not Zac Efron.
Yeah.
He actually does the one picture. He looks like Crystalia.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen? There's a picture I saw once, and I went, oh my god.
I do think Zac Efron played him well.
Yeah,
But
I never saw the
yeah,
movie.
but then I was like,
well, he was so hot they had to get someone even hotter. He wasn't that hot, but it was the 70s.
attractive. He was
He was hot for the
attractive.
times.
He was hot
Yeah,
for the times.
you you didn't have access to see that there were hotter men.
That's true.
In those days. You
That's
just
true,
went,
that's true.
wow, this guy's a real looker in this town.
I feel like he's like the kind of hot that you would think was like a guy in college in a band hot.
Yeah.
That was like Ted Bundy back in the day.
So you go like, oh yeah, he's mysterious.
Yeah,
and he
indie
was.
bassist,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
But I feel like the Ed
bassists are
Gein-
always fucked up. Ed Gein.
No, the Ed Gein, like
Documentary?
Ryan Murphy show.
Oh.
And they cast like, I'm like, why does Ed Gein have a fucking 12 pack? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, there's just no way.
I'm like, this is not, I'm sorry. Luckily, like,
You don't have time to do that to people and work out at that level. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
he ends up getting more, like the first few episodes, I didn't finish it, but like the first few episodes, I'm like, he's honestly so attractive that it's like taking me out of the fact that like everything he's doing is like so fucked up.
And that's how it works.
But then and then as like went further along, got creepier. I was like, okay, now I'm seeing more just that. But I like, it took a while to get, I'm like,
I can't suspend disbelief. It is like fucked up when our brains go, this person couldn't hurt anyone. And then like if someone is unattractive, we just go, you stole something. Like you just make up a lie about an ugly person. People go, oh my God, they killed a child. And you go, I know, I can't believe it
After
either.
how we're like, come on.
That's ridiculous. That's Mother Teresa, basically.
yeah, that's so true. So funny. Okay. We are at an hour 44.
Yeah.
I mean, we basically talked about down bad about no contact and then everything there.
yeah.
So we covered it.
We did. We
were-
didn't go into the holidays, which
Yeah.
does make my outfit seem ridiculous.
Yeah, I do like the idea of cutting it there. So you just this whole episode.
I just was excited. You guys should wait and put this out in like 3 months. Like the camera died. That's how long we went.
Oh, shit.
I like the idea of cutting it there and the camera's like, I got you.
So we end every, well, did we want to tie a bow on anything or are we going to do the refuse to be?
I think
We've done enough.
I think
enough.
the box has been opened in like by a gorilla, and there's pieces everywhere that it's hard to tie a bow on.
Yeah, I guess there's no bow tying at this point.
Yeah, it's shattered.
Yeah. Well, we end every podcast by asking, what is something you refuse to be down bad about for the week? You don't have to go first if you don't want to.
Okay, I won't.
Okay, but I don't know if there's anybody else who wants to go first. Chris?
I do have an
I'll go.
idea.
Anybody else? I'm like, anybody else?
If anyone here would like to take a turn,
Yeah.
I'll go first.
You go first.
This week, I'm not going to be down bad about productivity, both with my day job and just with being creative endeavors. I have not gotten a lot done that I want to get done. And I think, yes, I'm aware that that is a symptom of living in American society where we judge our value based off of productivity. But I'm going to do my best to allow myself to remember that there's no deadline. All the deadlines are set by me. And while, yes, like I want to get stuff done so I can create, because I see friends create things and get accolades for it. And I want to achieve the same thing for myself. But at the same time, I just have to remember to be easy on myself and just know that sometimes being productive is just getting through your day.
yeah,
Literally.
and sometimes rest is productive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Mine's kind of in the same vein.
Okay.
I know that those end of year posts are coming. The like, here's what a year I've had. You know, when people go,
here's what I've
I did
accomplished.
this, I did that, and I'm just not gonna let those make me do kind of the same thing of going, oh, let me look at the whole year of what I didn't get done. You know what I mean? I want to like be in gratitude for what I've gotten done, but also be present and just like really stick to enjoying the process of things rather
Right.
than obsessing over like the outcome or like, yeah. Like I want to be worried about the output and not other people's input, if that makes
Right.
sense. Where it's like, just enjoy the journey, like find joy in creative stuff instead of trying to do it from a place of,
Right.
I have to do it because everyone is doing so much all the time. It's like, what is that for?
Right.
I'm not going to let the drive to be productive override my like joy of creating.
Right.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that.
And I was
love
going to
that.
say all that before you said that. And then I was like, fuck, it's going to sound like I bounced off his. But I do like that we're in kind of the same.
Piggyback of that. No, that's great. I love that. It's cool.
You're up.
Yeah.
Do it. After and we're just gonna take things as they come.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think this week I'm not going to be down bad about cowards.
Okay.
Because I just feel like I think that a lot of people are fucking annoying and cowardice. And I am almost like a compulsively honest person. Almost. I am. But I've been getting
beating around the bush
beating around the bush. I've been getting bogged down when people who are anxious, and that's okay that you're anxious, but communicating with me anxiously, I've been getting pissed off about. I hate when people are anxious and then they project their anxiety onto me, and I'm like, I'm not being anxious. I'm directly saying what I want.
Yeah.
I'm just like, so I get
people who can't be clear.
The neurodivergent. But
it's so funny that we both go, I'm this, but I am.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah.
I'm different. I am.
Yeah, I'm different.
But like, I that's something that I really struggle with is like irritability around. This is a small thing. I'm gonna just put this whole fucking story on.
Small things can become big things if you let them.
Yeah.
It's good
well, I have a friend, and I said I would help plan something, and I followed up. I said because I hadn't gotten around to it. I've been so busy, so I followed up. I was like, hey, I'll have this to you this week. I just wanted to follow up on this. Sorry, it's taking me a while. And then it was like, oh, that's really sweet of you. I'm so sorry I didn't like follow up or reach out. And I was like, I'm not telling you this because I'm pressed that you didn't do that. I'm telling you this because I didn't do that and I have not done it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know where it's at.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think I get really irritated by these like tiny little micro interactions that I have.
Oh, like when you just are honest and then people think it.
Or take it so fucking far. People take I'm like, here's the thing. Being a direct communicator is a fucking prison because I'm saying exactly what I mean because you don't say what you mean doesn't mean that I'm not saying what I mean.
No, I was just going to say nothing frustrates me more than when I'm like, when someone thinks I'm being passive aggressive and I'm like, no, I'm being 100% sincere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and you're like, no, this is exactly, I mean what I said.
Yes.
This isn't me. I didn't have an underlying.
There's no underlying thing. This is exactly where I'm at right now. I also cycle through feelings very fast so something can happen. And then it's like, I literally am like a dog, like 5 minutes later, we're on to treats, something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And so, but I'm really trying to not get bogged down by that right now. But like all these like little people putting their shit on to me. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, like the next person who says to me, or I'm like, hey, I can't do this or whatever. And there's like, no worries. I wasn't fucking worried. I told you this. I'm not fucking worried. Don't fucking no worries me. So I'm not going to be down bad about that this week. So I say all that to say I'm not going to be down bad about that.
No worries.
No worries.
The times I've said no worries to try to be like, I don't care. And then I do have the thought of like, oh no, did they think that's passive aggressive?
It's not even passive aggressive.
Because other people, it's because they go, I don't know. It's like a,
but it's like, it's okay. I'm like, it's like, it's just like two people. It's like, I feel like this is weird. Like,
no worries for me is like my casual version of when in the workplace, I say confirming receipt to an email.
See, I'll say all good. Because I'm like, that's more direct. Because no worries is like, yeah. I have started saying that in person when someone says no worries. I said I wasn't worried, and people
they go,
my bitch is heightening. I'm in my very much like shut up when you're talking to me era right now.
shut up when you're talking to me.
But
you go, I wasn't worried. And they go, well, I wasn't worried either. I'm just letting you know that I'm not worried.
Yeah, exactly.
And you shouldn't be worried. And you're not worried.
I'm not worried.
Worry, don't worry, be happy. And then it gets anyway, bye.
I literally, I had another conversation where I was like, oh, I don't want to hold you back. I said, you're not holding me back. I'm prepared.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Anyway, so I've just been struggling with that a little bit. But yeah, my ND is showing neurodivergence.
You're like, I'm not going to get down bad. And by the end, you're yelling about it.
Literally. Yeah, no, I guess I am down bad about that.
There is like a frustration and like stop when you're like, stop trying to manage my emotions.
Stop anticipating. I'm so like, I will tell someone if I need something, and I've always been that way. And I feel like so many people don't trust, even though I literally say it probably every other day. Like
you sure you're okay? Everything's good?
I'm upfront. If I need something, whatever, or
right.
Good
for you.
I am that way. And
I had to grow into that. But,
me too. Me too.
Because I was like, I can't ask for help. But now I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking sit around trying to do some shit I can't do. I don't know how to do that.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, just going like, no, this actually is as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, I had a full crash out on
I'm
Friday.
not gonna apologize and be like, next time it won't be better. Sorry, on Friday. Wait, no.
I was like, I had a full crash out on Friday. Chris got 100 texts from me. So it's like, yes, if I need something, I'm gonna be like, if I'm worried, you'll know I'm worried.
The world will know I'm worried.
You'll all know I'm fucking
There
worried.
will be signs.
But you know what? A very considerate crash out because you were like, "Hey, I'm fully aware I'm crashing out. No need to respond."
I did. I said,
I just need some safe place to put this that isn't in my head.
I think I started the text with all caps. It was like long, sad text, no rush. And then I spaced it, and then it was just like, brrr, because it was like, hey, also, I knew he was at a Christmas party. I was like, I'm not even going to draw with this. His phone. But it's like, I'll let you know, or hey, this is what's on my mind. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to be down bad about it. I'm so obviously down bad about it. But maybe I'll be over it by the end of this.
That's all. I mean, we're all saying
That's
things.
actually not a thing where you're like, I'm not going to be down bad. And then as you described it, you got more and more heated.
I think we're all bringing up things that will just eventually kill us. I'll tell you what I'm not going to worry about. And then we all said the thing we were most worried about.
Exactly.
Bills? I'm not pressed.
Yeah, exactly.
Not going to worry about my debt.
Yeah, exactly. So fucking funny. Okay, Jessica, if people like you and the things you say, where can they find you?
I'm waving to a microphone. At JMS Comedy on all the social media, jmscomedy.com. And I have a special on my YouTube channel called Hi Y'all. So go check that out.
Woo!
Quincy, where can people follow you?
Quincy.Yeoman on all platforms. And I do have a Substack, No Small Talk, that I refuse to write on. But
I have one too that I haven't started. Should we go sit somewhere and write separately on a
Yes.
Substack together? Substack Sunday or something?
Yes.
Why do we have to make a theme out of everything? I'm not available Sunday. We have to do next week. Like I can't.
Also, the amount of times you're like, let's body double, and then we just talk for 3 hours.
And then we can hang out Friday, Friendship Fridays,
Thursdays. That's when we'll take our pictures together.
Yeah.
Touch Base Tuesdays.
Chris, if people like you, and things you
At
say.
Chris Mejia Comedy on Instagram and TikTok, at Topher Mejia on Twitter and Twitch. Also at Chris Mejia Comedy on Substack, which is I am also realizing I haven't written for in a really long time.
Can we have a challenge? Everyone get a writing. Why am I like this? Dude, I can do nothing, but if there's
We
a
just
group,
had a whole thing about not being down bad about productivity.
And we're all like, let's get together and work.
let's make a Substack accountability group.
We're like, let's all go be productive right now.
Well, see, we're not going to be down about it tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
Like tonight, we
Tonight,
write.
different story,
Tonight,
baby.
we're fucking chugging Celsius and we're getting it done.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a novel.
Exactly.
But thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode. Please remember to rate, review, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, share with your lovers, share with your enemies. Just share this podcast.
Share
so
with
it
the
can
person you've blocked.
Yeah, share. You know what? Unblock them.
Send it and then block them again. Wait for it to say red and then block.
Yeah. Make sure to get that click through. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Until next week, stay curious.
Stay up. Perfect.